What's up, gamers, and welcome to another exciting edition of This Week in Madden show 169. That's a lot of shows. We're bringing you the best Madden tips in the community tonight. And for Brain Trust, guys, we've got a little bonus for you. We've called in Zan from Forward Progress Madden. That's his Twitch channel. I know a lot of you guys saw him on the EA stream team this week, but he's going to break down an I form close. So look for that sometime in the next 24 hours in your inbox. This is our weekly show we do every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Gibbs, what you got for us tonight?
Today we're talking about something that, a scheme here that I think is super beneficial. We talked a little bit about it a couple days ago on our Sunday stream. If you're new to the channel, you don't always tune in. Sundays we're also live while watching football, hanging out, and we're giving Madden tips to you guys in the chat. So we're going to talk about that scheme. It's the Philadelphia Eagles offensive playbook. It's a run-heavy type of offense that mixes in effective passing schemes out of it, and I think that's an offense that is something similar to the Tampa Bay scheme that we've already presented, but adds a couple new wrinkles to it in terms of passing the ball.
Absolutely, absolutely. If you are watching tonight with us, what you should really be doing is you should try and have your console up. I know a lot of you guys play MUT and watch the chat. This would be a good time to head into practice mode. Pick the Eagles playbook, kind of follow along with some of these reads, some of the setups, so that you get a better feel for it once you get into your game. And we hope you'll do that with us. All right, Gibbs. The first formation you're looking at right here in this Philly playbook is the gun wide trips offset weak. I think the most important thing to remember is that it's the 11th formation.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because this playbook has so many, and so many of them sound like kind of similar, right? Like wide
right
trips offset, wide trips offset weak. You'll get into your playbook and you'll be like, which one was it?
Right.
And I mean, you look at the difference between the wide trips offset and the wide trips offset weak, and it's the halfback.
That's it. That's it.
But what makes it so devastating is the tight end on that side of the screen is going to hold blocks for you and allow you to get to the edge. Where if you call it from the other side, you're pretty much going to be at a disadvantage with the inside zone, which is kind of a staple run of the formation. So these are the things that we go in depth on, and we hope you guys enjoy it. And let's get into this.
Yeah, so once again, we are in the Philadelphia Eagles playbook, and a great tip by ZFarls is the 11th formation, and you want to remember that. So you're picking your play, you would just call it a single back play, you're going to pick a new play, third down. The clock's ticking. You don't want to have to read the formations, especially because there's so many. There's 23 offensive gun formations in this playbook. You just want to go, okay, I got to get to 11.
Correct.
That's going to help you get there as quick as possible. You're going to have no errors by just focusing on the number 11 formation. Then from there, if you take a look, this is very similar to what we did with the Tampa Bay scheme. So you have an inside zone, it's a staple of your entire scheme here from this set. Then you have stick. Another very big important play, third down and short. Short situations, this is one of the best plays in the game to use. We also have a great play that I like to use, Eagles halfback angle. This is a wrinkle play that's different from that Tampa Bay scheme. Yes, you're going to lose the pitch option, but you're going to gain the Eagles halfback angle. You're going to gain a couple other passing plays as well. Let's not forget you have a halfback slip screen. Use those in the right situation against heavy blitz. In the red zone, this can be a very effective play. And then you have the ever so popular 4 verticals, arguably one of the best plays in the game. Very effective at beating all types of coverages.
It's also a quick audible, which is
also
very nice.
Quick audible. Now, most importantly, this page right here, okay, the last page on the gun wide trips offset weak is the most important page. This is what I think makes this entire formation, this entire scheme effective and something that's going to help you become a better Madden player. You take a look at the first play, it's the motion halfback swing. You take a look at this. This is the trend that you're seeing. You watch Monday Night Football, you watch Sunday Night Football, you watch the NFL. So what they're doing is they're throwing these quick screens and the receivers are blocking.
The Dolphins did this in real life the other day.
Everyone does it.
And it's so funny to see it though in real life.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's exactly what they do in the game.
It's exactly what they do. And then you see it and then you can run it in Madden and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. But what you see people do, teams in the NFL do, they run a guy on a quick flat and then the receivers block. That's what this motion halfback swing is. So that's one play that we really love. And then the other play I think is the most important play in this entire formation is the motion Z spot. Because, Farls, there's one route in particular, if you've been watching the show, you know there's one route that we always want it to help us beat zone coverage.
Need
What's
a
the
corner.
route?
Need
What's
a
the route?
corner. Need a corner.
Need a corner. And what's the one route that this formation has lacked? A corner. You had corner strike, but it's a little slow to develop, a little easier to stop, harder to attack zone with it. But let's take a look. Let's come out in the motion Z spot. I recommend always coming out in motion Z spot because, as we'll show you our audibles, we're able to get to the quick audible up, which is stick, and then able to do that, you hit the X audible on your controller, and you flick the right stick up. That gets you to stick. You flick your audible and then the controller to the right, or you can scroll down, hit LB. You're going to get to 4 verticals, one of the better plays.
Absolutely one of the better plays. This has bailed me out quite a bit, and this is going to carry over to multiple playbooks, so you want to learn this play.
The bread and butter, you got to know where your bread and butter's cooked, right? Right here, inside zone, the run audible down. This is what makes the whole scheme even possible to run because of this one running play. And what I love about this formation is our play action audible is a play we can use. Now, you've been chirping hard the PA shot last couple of weeks. What makes this play so effective?
What makes PA so important is it picks up mainly every pressure in the game.
Yes.
Play action blocking, they're not going to let guys up the middle of the defense. The pressure's going to have to come from the outside. So you know if they're blitzing, you can potentially, they're going to do it from zone. You're going to pick up the pressure, and then you're going to have a one-on-one chance downfield. Another thing I really like is the 2 routes on the right are pretty good. And the route on the left, you get 1 free hot route. So you can hot route X to a streak or maybe a drag, depending on what you want to do. I will, depending on if they're blitzing, how many extra guys, I'll block Eddie Lacy. When you block Eddie Lacy on a play action play, now Aaron Rodgers doesn't have to fake the handoff. You still get the play action blocking to block any gap pressure, but it's quicker to get control of the quarterback. So those are the real things I like about the play action audible. Right,
so we went through all those audibles, we went through the play we came out, and so let's talk about how this scheme works, okay? So the very first play that we're talking about is the inside zone. We're not talking about the passing plays. We're not talking about how effective 4 verticals is, how effective motion halfback swing is. We're going to talk about the bread and butter of this formation. It's the inside zone. And first and foremost with this set, you want to take a look at the defense and look at the alignment and then determine where do you have the numbers advantage. So if I'm looking at this formation, I can see that I have a numbers advantage off the right edge because if you look at the formation, you have 2 linebackers that are in the A gap. You have 2 defensive tackles that are lined up in the B gap, and then you have the outside linebackers like in the CD gaps, right? And then you have 1 extra defender off the left that might be another corner, another linebacker. He's off the left edge. So the left edge is a spot where I don't want to run the ball. I want to try and get the ball off the right edge where I have an extra blocker and not the extra defender.
Very important, where this is where the tight end comes in very handy. So the tight end comes in very handy. You have the numbers advantage before the snap. You read it, and you get to the edge with the inside zone. Now, that might look like an outside zone to some of you guys, but what makes the inside zone so good is the ability to cut it outside, and then when they say, all right, I've had about enough of that, you can now, especially in short yardage like 3rd and 2, cut it right back up the gut and at least pick up 4 or 5 yards.
And that's the single most important tip about the inside zone, okay? You can run it inside, you can run it to the outside, and run it outside to the left. So let me show you how you actually do that, right? So if you just run the play organically, don't touch the sticks, right? I'm not gonna touch it. You'll see where the halfback goes. He just kind of runs in the middle, like an inside zone, like right in the middle, right? But what the beauty about inside zone running scheme is it's a one-cut system. Right, so the halfback has to read the line of scrimmage where the blockers are, and then the halfback makes 1 cut and then goes. Right, so in this instance, I can see, okay, your defense is stacked to the right. You can literally see there's more defenders on the right than there are on the left.
And this is where the shovel option will be good, but you don't have that.
Right.
So you can just manually cut it left with the left stick. Don't hold turbo.
Yes, pro tip right there.
And then just gun it left as fast as possible at the snap.
If I could get a zoomy zoom here, we're not going to, but on my hands, you want to snap the ball and just immediately hold 9 o'clock on the left stick and just hold it until he cranks, and then you kind of, that was really bad. That was really bad. You got to hold it about 9 o'clock, maybe like 10 o'clock, and he's going to crank to the left here. So move those defenders out of the way for me real quick.
It's also Eddie Lacy.
Yeah, not great.
If we're talking, you know,
Charles,
we want 93, 94 agility probably.
Right there. So that right there is what makes this run effective, because now I can take that one cut to the left, I can cut it inside in the middle, or I can cut it outside to the right. So you now essentially have a three-headed rushing attack with one run, which makes it one of the best value runs in the game because you can attack different gaps with it. So now once you start running the ball, you're going to get your opponent to commit extra resources into the line of scrimmage, into the box. So what I mean by extra resources, okay, you can't stop the run with the front you have right now. So Farls, bring the strong safety up. You got to bring him up. You got to bring him in the box. You got to blitz him. You got to stop the run, right? So now, as an offense, I say, okay, my opponent has to commit extra guys to stop the run. I'm going to now use this play, motion halfback swing. I'm going to streak the outside receiver on the right. And then the auto motion to the halfback gives us the ever so popular flooding concept with the streak, the corner, and then the motion flat. And you're going to see I can just kind of pick apart the defense, whoever I want to throw to. There's Eddie Lacy, gets a bad animation there. And
yeah, you really need to practice. This is why I recommend that you turn on your Xbox, go to the Philadelphia Playbook, and practice the timing. I think you want to do a up pass lead to Eddie Lacy here, because otherwise you can potentially stall and you get that.
Okay.
Because that can't happen. That's what's going to make this play ineffective, this scheme. This scheme would be a incomplete if you cannot get the halfback
there you go.
Timing down to get a smooth catch in upfield. It's a very subtle difference. Last season in the Pittsburgh offense, we ran the play fullback trail, and the halfback catch got us 8 yards a whack. This year, they don't catch it at the same angle, and now you're getting 3 yards a whack with the rack catch. In that play, I have not called all year. I used to call it almost, according to Twitter, every play man.
Yeah.
Every play man. And it's so if you can't get this Eddie Lacy to get you 7 instead of 3 because you can't get the catch right, well then this whole scheme is at jeopardy. Honestly, because of one route.
Just run double P at that point, right?
I think it's true. So you need to lock that in.
So one other thing I'll note here is I believe that you want to throw this a little earlier than later. So like I'm getting great animations and I'm getting upfield, getting the rack. I'm getting 5 yards a pop there, right? Now that was an early throw. If I throw this late, I think even with an up pass lead, I'm going to be in trouble.
If you throw it late, you're in trouble, and that's the real issue, because it's the second thing you want to do. You want to try and go deep before you go to Eddie Lacy. But what makes short passes effective is that you take them every single time they're there, so that they eventually have to bring somebody down to stop.
Have to stop it.
And you got to throw it quick. I know that can sometimes lead to big hits in the flat, but
let's talk about throwing it quick. There's nothing wrong. That's the whole trend in the NFL. Tom Brady, you look at the way he plays, he gets the ball at 1.8 seconds. That's part of his success. He gets the ball out and doesn't have to deal with pass rush, and he doesn't have to deal with exotic schemes, guys taking things away and letting the defensive ends get after him.
Right.
So if you see the flat, you have to be okay. Oh, flat's open. I'll take it. I'll take a couple yards. I'll take 4 yards, and now it's 2nd and 6. You take what they give you. The next step to this entire one play here is you call like a standard cover 3 now, because you're going to get a lot of people that will start playing cover 3. Just go to audible to cover 3.
Let's see. I think we got this.
That works. You want the deep safety might not get down here, but what we're looking for here is that corner route. It's because the deep safety's deep and he's not coming down. Typically, the safety will be in the hook assignment there.
That's who you got to read on this play. So you have to read the safety here. We'll just drag him down so that he starts and gets attracted to Eddie Lacy. But yeah, that's what's going to open up the corner route. So once you've continuously pass the ball in the flat, they're going to have enough of that. They're going to drop a flat defender there, and you'll have the corner route. You might have to wait on it, but you'll eventually have the corner, and it should be a pretty easy throw.
And again, it's the route combinations that are making that win. And what's important that you said there, Farls, okay, if you are in that cover 3 and the safety is deep, then I have to throw this flat. I throw the flat. So I'll go to the cover 3 again real quick. The cover 3, and the safety's back there. Leave him there. Leave him back there. Leave him back there. All the way back. If this happens, I have to be okay with just taking that.
And you got to
get it out early.
Right.
So that's the whole point here. What we're trying to show you with this corner route opens things up. The other options you have here, we're leaving the tight end on that angle. the angle streak. I don't love it. I would say probably a quick drag.
Love the drag.
I would say it's worth the second hot route to get there.
I actually hate the drag because it's one of the things that gives me the biggest headache.
Yeah.
So I like it now because that's like where people have been giving me trouble. It's just a little drag to the tight end. It's just been so difficult.
So by default, if we're going to say that in our opinion the best setup for this play, you would hot route the far left receiver to a streak. You would hot route the far right receiver to a streak, and then you'd hot route the tight end to a drag. This would be in theory, you know, without having to look at secondary adjustments or what the defense is doing, this would be the best available option pre-snap setup. Because, okay, you take away that route to the right, well then I can dump the ball to the tight end for another quick gain.
Right.
So that's the whole point. That tight end's going to win against man as well.
And all the action to this play is going to go to the right side. So
you're going to see user guys attack.
Like there's no way, like I'm, you know, I got to go here, I got to go there. Like the last thing I'm worried about is the tight end. I'm like a bug who sees a light bulb. When Eddie Lacy starts running, I'm just like this. Because then I know it's not inside zone, so then I know any defenders I have here I don't need anymore. Then I go over here, then I probably go to the corner, and all of a sudden it goes to the backside.
Yep.
So that's what I really like about this play, and it's just one play built off, and then you've got just the screen. Then you've got
the screen is what makes them run over there.
4 verticals.
Right.
You've got a little bit of everything.
The last option with this one play, of course, if you get one-on-one, what do? You chuck it and you go for a one-on-one win. Like that's what you go for. You get your best receivers out there that are going to give you the best matchup, and you just go for the win. So that's your first play. We shouldn't have to go over 4 verticals. We've gone over this many times.
We should though quickly.
Okay.
Just because I think the drag to Montgomery
is the key.
Is very, very important. I think it's important for a lot of people that are struggling to beat man-to-man coverage. If I'm going to call, I don't have cover 2 man in this specific formation, but
that one will work.
A drag. So people that call 4 verticals against cover 2 man, and the only real read they have is Rodgers because that beats man and zone. It drives me nuts because then they just end up throwing to RB, and a streak is never going to win in any really of these positions against 2 men under.
Because you got 2 guys deep, so you're always going to have like a bad matchup.
Yeah, and you just can't get inside,
right.
and that's what people try and do. They think it's zone, and they're just going to sling it. But
so what's the one thing they can do here, Farls?
They can drag Montgomery.
Okay, so you hit RB, and then you right stick down, you're going to place him on a drag. That's it.
So now you've got crossing patterns. I know with this formation, I'm always looking out
Take
for
down the defense. Take down the defense real quick. So, okay, that's the setup, guys. That's what it looks like.
Always looking for Rodgers.
Yep.
Like, I'm always very concerned that Rodgers is on that route when he's in this formation. Either a corner or that. Then you've got the underneath drag, which is a pain, but then you have the halfback, which is a pain. LaShawn McCoy's been crushing it.
The halfback and the drag are the 2 most difficult routes to defend on this play, in my opinion. Right. Everyone knows to defend the tight end, so they go to like you have to, because you have to respect it.
Right.
And then you have to just live with the dink and dunks underneath.
And the reason I don't like to drag the tight end is because on this specific play, the best route in the game is probably the tight end's route. Mm-hmm. And you can't put RB on the, like, you can't hot route the tight end's route.
Right.
So
correct. Very important.
You always kind of want to leave that if you can get it.
Absolutely.
You could always drag it if it's 3rd and 2, but you can just drag the slot and it's pretty much the same thing. You got Y underneath. Like if I don't really rush anybody, say like I'm having a headache.
Get the hook out of there. Get the hook out of there.
Well, now you can just playmaker kind of across the middle. Like say I use the middle. Now you can kind of be patient. You can like playmaker.
Right.
People know the deal. That's a tip we have on our YouTube channel about how to playmaker receivers after. But it creates havoc mixed in with the inside zone, mixed in with the motion. You have just the screen motion, which gives you better blocking. But you got to nail the timing on the Lacy pass. You got to be willing to stay tough in the pocket, and you got to be willing to use the play action audible to prevent blitzing pressure, because otherwise you're in big trouble. The other big thing is the stick route, the flat route to Lacy. What's gonna happen is people will stop playing the flat. Mm-hmm. I mean, I have a hook zone on this, but not a flat zone. Like this is how I would probably stand. I'd probably stand right here and wait for you to call inside zone. So you've got to take that route to Lacy and rack it up field, and you got to be getting 6. You got to be getting 6 yards there.
Got it.
Because that's basically the double P. It's your double P from this formation, and then the last part is, let's go out. There's one more play I like. Mm-hmm. And it's the halfback angle play. We'll show you what that looks like, and then we'll call man as well.
Formation 11. Got it. I'm there. Formation 11.
Formation
Eagles,
11
Eagles playbook.
in the Eagles offense. You're going to call the play Eagles halfback angle, because at this stage of the game, if you had, say, just call stick. So just call stick, right? Look where my guy is aligned that's defending him. You should probably be able to complete this pass.
For sure. He's going to be late. Like,
Right.
he's late. That's just one-on-one, like, real life.
Right. So another thing that's going to happen is then I'm going to take this defender over here, and then you're probably going to run inside zone, say. But now,
Absolutely would.
But now at this point, you've got the angle. So call the angle. I see this, and I'm like, oh, I'm not getting beat to the flat again. Oh, it's an angle. Bang. And that's kind of the mini game that you're playing on every snap.
So many routes.
You need a halfback like a LaShawn McCoy, maybe the new Lamar Miller. Danny Woodhead has a new item. Shane Vereen has a new item. And those are all guys that are going to be very tough for this scheme.
For sure. And one other thing I like about this angle is right here. If you are in like a zone, right, it's not as great against man, but if you're in zone, so yeah, cover 3 works. So if you're in zone, there is an option that this is a drop back snap. He breaks out and then just deliver the ball right there. Like there's a tender area.
Right.
This is great in the red zone. This
Third
is
and 2.
Third and 2. I would say don't rely on it heavily, because if you do get man to man, so stay in that man.
Yeah.
If you do get man, it's not the best quick throw, because like the man's right there and you're gonna get in trouble. Like if you look at that too consistently, you could get into trouble. It's a zone read only. And it's you want to save it for a big time spot in the game, in my opinion.
What I like about the halfback angle is you still have 4 verticals.
Yeah.
You got Rodgers on that route. You got RB. You can still make your reads. So you're gonna still have good success. It just changes the angle route to the halfback.
Right.
So those are the big things that I enjoy about it, guys.
We'll show one last play, very important. It's the motion. We haven't shown it, and this is kind of what makes it all even work even better, right? This is great in the red zone.
We're looking at the Eagles playbook. We're just looking at one formation. It's formation 11. It's the gun wide trips offset week. We broke down the base play, which is the motion Z spot. But the motion halfback swing is super important, and this will all be on youtube.com/ZFarls tomorrow for anyone that missed it when we first started at 8 o'clock.
Give me the defensive stick real quick, because I think this is important. Because I think this is a play that helps with the meta of how people play the game this year, right? So let me go ahead and let me set up the best blitz in the game, right? I always like referring to like stuff like this, right? So I'm going to set up the best blitz in the game. Let's see. Here we are. And real quick. Okay, so the blitz now is set up, and now I'm ready to go. The blitz is supposed to come in, and we have all our defenses set up. Uh-oh. Now the defense is out of position, because what ends up happening when people want to blitz from zone, they typically need a lot of their defenders to be directly in the box. So, for example, you can see this right here. Look.
Because they have to base a line.
They have to base a line. You have your safeties deep, which now you're losing one extra defender. It's going to be harder to get over there. And then look where the rest of my defense is. They're all in tight against in the box, which now opens things up off the edge for the defense, or for the offense. So it's very, like, you're going to run this snap, I have to think inside zone. Oh, I gotta get over there. And then look, I just can't get over there. I just can't. What makes it so effective, guys, and you gotta understand this, is that you might be looking at this and you might be saying, oh, I could stop that. That's simple. I could do this. You can, but what this entire scheme is going to do is it's going to take you out of like what you feel comfortable in. If you like to blitz, this is a very difficult scheme to blitz against, because this motion swing is a pain in the neck. I also have to worry about having to stop inside zone. I never know when inside zone's coming. Correct. So I have to set my defense up to stop it.
And when people are rushing these type of blitzes and they're getting their setups in, double P can take some heat. But one thing I like to do is kind of motion the slot over with inside zone, see if I can use him to get a seal, because every now and then like a free guy will come in.
There it is.
And that's all you need to do is motion that inside slot guy, snap him just outside the tight end. You kind of screw up the blitz, and you usually seal the edge pretty well with these type of pressure. So that's 2 ways you can stop the pressure. One was just a normal block. You could also slide protect down. You could call 4 verticals, slide protect down, hit the RB. You could call stick and slide down as well and just hit the flat. But let's see.
But what I think is important for you guys to know about this scheme is I think in the red zone, I think you really want to go to the motion halfback swing, because even if I play,
you also have the PA.
You also have the PA.
So you don't want to forget about the play action, because this is one of the rare ones, the rare shot plays from play action. Usually they're not shot plays. So this will pick up any pressure up the middle, and then you can maybe take a shot deep. There you saw the guy go after it. The halfback at least picked him up, the late blitzer. But so say Lacey's taking too long, or you're sending that extra guy, I'll just block Lacey. Now I won't have to do the fake. And now we can maybe take a shot to Jones. I'd probably put Cobb on a streak against Optimus Grimes and challenge that speed that I talk a lot of trash about. But right there, you saw we didn't have to at least make the fake.
Right. For sure. But what's important here is that you stay in the halfback, the halfback motion here. Even if I play cover 2, like unless their defenders are out here lined up, we're talking this one specific play, like unless you see like this alignment, you're almost always going to win with this motion play. But here's the thing: now your opponent goes to this type of setup. Now you're like, oh, I can probably run inside zone.
Definitely left.
Right, I can run inside zone, because now you took defenders out of the box.
Yeah.
And you're trying to stop the screen. This screen is another, again, like you said before, it's another extension of the run game. So I'm going to play cover 2. I'm going to keep guys in the box because I need to stop. I need to stop the inside zone, and then you're going to play the cat and mouse game. You stop inside, I go outside. Here it is.
I would pass the motion there because I don't want to face that flat zone.
Right.
But I mean now 4 verticals is we're talking game over.
Right.
If you catch them in cover 2 with 4 verticals.
Right.
Like it's bad. Like that's the reason I don't call cover 2 a lot, is because yes, it's very good, but the second they sniff it and risk you deep, well, now you're giving up a 60-yard play instead of, yeah, you call cover 3, they might hit you on a corner 15 yards, but like I can't risk getting just crushed.
Here's the thing, cover 2 can be good. It's usually good when the DBs are back, but if the DBs are back, then I would almost say always run the swing, the motion, and you're going to win this matchup because you're going to get a block.
Right, you need to get a block. You need to test it.
Right.
So, but you can also throw the swing with the motion swing play. So that's all it's.
That's the scheme, guys. There's other additional parts to it. I mean, we can talk about later at another point the slot offset from the 2-back formation, but this is a very effective scheme. I think it's going to be something that's simple for you guys to run, but when I say simple, it still has a lot of depth. And it's going to be something that's going to be very difficult for your opponents to stop you in.
Eagles offense, 11 formation.
Yep.
Appreciate any follows on the channel, guys. I've got some EA access codes to give away tonight, so anyone that would like an EA access code, stick around after the show. That's thanks to Mutt Rewards. Tonight in the Brain Trust, within the next 24 hours or so, we've got an email coming on your Twitch messages from Zan, his I-form close scheme, and we just gave away the free Eagles offensive scheme, so we hope you guys use that a little bit, but we also like to give the Brain Trust guys a little something extra.
And that's going to be coming
you're probably within the next 24 to 36 hours.
I mean, that's coming in hot. If you want the scheme from Zan's going to show you the next step of everything.
Absolutely. The other thing for EA access codes, if you guys, I'm going to be on Madden NFL Live on Friday at noon. If you tweet me at Madden Bible, that's my handle, with the hashtag Madden Master, you guys can ask any question about Madden. If I answer it on the show, or even just anyone that submits a question, you'll be entered to win a code for EA Access. EA Access gets you games up to 5 days early. It gives you access to the vault of older EA games, and I think it also gives you 10% on some transactions. So if you guys are interested in EA Access, I got monthly codes. If you would ask a question with the handle and use that hashtag, I'd really appreciate it. And that will get you, I'll DM you guys some codes for those of you. I'll pick some random winners. Cool. All right, let's get into the mailbag. We still have, even with all that stuff that we just talked about, we still got a great show.
28 minutes worth?
It's good stuff.
Let's go.
That's how you get that Eagles offensive scheme. Gibbs, this one is from Niner Ryan. He wants to know, is Sterling Sharp the best wide receiver in Mutt?
He's one of the best, and I'll tell you why. 97 route running. I mean, there's Keenan Allen that has it. You got to look at his speed, and a little bit upset maybe because you see 90 and it's something that's, if he was 94, you feel a little bit better about that. But I absolutely love the 97 route running. I think it's super important for the way you want to play the game this year. I think at the higher levels, the better competition you're going to face, you're going to see a lot more cover 2-man. And when you face that cover 2-man, the route running is really what becomes most important because you need to get that separation on your man-beating routes. So we were just talking about that drag, the slot drag to Montgomery on 4 verticals. When you have a receiver that has really high route running like Sharp has, 97, that drag now instantly becomes better because he's going to separate more against a weaker corner because it's in the 3rd position. So that's why I think Sharp, if he's used properly, I don't think he's great on the outside.
Right.
I think he could be great in the slot. I've seen a lot of people say, let's use him at tight end. I am personally using him at tight end right now.
You are?
I'm using him at tight end.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen those tweets.
I'm using him at tight end.
So, real quick, let me give you my top 5. I've got Odell Beckham up master currently at the
Easy.
number 1 spot.
Easy.
Just the combination of spec, route running, and speed is pretty remarkable. I've got Andre Reed with a slight edge over Sterling Sharp. RG really talked me into the release last week, mixed in with... He's just a little bit better combo than Sharp. Like, I would consider Sharp similar to Reed. I'm not saying that Megatron is better than Sharp. I'm saying that Reed is a better version of Sharp. I like 97 route running, but the speed in the spec is a little bit low for my liking on the Sharp. Torrey Holt with the 3. Torrey Holt's also kind of similar to Reed, but I think he does some things very well. At the 4 spot, if you want like a big user catcher downfield, I'm going Herman Moore and Megatron. Herman Moore's a 93, Megatron's a 92. There's just a lot of spec catch there, a lot of speed, a lot of height. I couldn't pick between the 2 Lions. And then at number 5, I've got the Dez Bryant with the slight edge to the Larry Fitzgerald.
94 Fitz.
BCA. I think the Dez, just using base Dez I got him a lot in Draft Champions, and he just makes amazing plays. There's something to it, and I think the Most Feared edition really matches up well. So those are guys I like as my top 5 receivers in MUT.
Yeah, we're getting a couple of recommendations in the chat. My dude Michael Hewlett, 25, he's saying go 85 base elite T.Y. Hilton.
Well, we have a question. Yeah, we got a question about that later in the show, actually. So maybe we'll run into that question.
Oh.
This is another good question, and this is from the other Chip.
Okay.
What drills can I do to not be a one-read passer? So first things first, let's talk about what a one-read passer is. A one-read passer is kind of a player that just comes out in a play and says, I'm going to call this formation. Ooh, I like that. There's a tight end corner on the play. Eagles level sail. That's awesome.
That is the key to what a one-read passer is. When you're scrolling through the playbook, you look at one route and go, oh, I like that. And then you call it because of that.
Now you see 3 routes on the left. None of these particularly awesome. I'd rather have drags or something like that. But you're still just looking at Rodgers. You're like, all right, looks pretty good. I'm pretty much going to throw to Rodgers.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden at the snap, a user gets underneath and you're just like, chuck it. And you're like, oh yeah, caught it. That was a great read. I know there's 3 guys there, but I caught it. That's such a good route. That route's OP, whatever. Like, that's a one-read passer. If you can just become a 2-read passer, and the way you become a 2-read passer is by always kind of having a halfback route that complements your main route. So in this situation, you got to think, well, what does Eddie Lacy give me? Eddie Lacy gives me a quick throw. Well, now I know I want to go to Rodgers, but it doesn't look like Rodgers is going to be there. I'm going to go to Lacy. So it directly works with your first route. Now, ideally, you become a 5-tool player.
5-tool, maybe a 6-tool, scramble with the quarterback.
Become a 5-6-tool player. And a good way to do that is to use spread offenses, or also to go back a couple weeks ago into the Brain Trust and look at the Miami offense from Gibbs. I just think that will teach you a play that's a 5-read play. But we'll find one in this Eagles playbook. We'll look at the play Eagles verticals. I believe this could be a 5.
I got to play for you. I got to play for you. Go hit B. Hit B here and go over. I keep going left. Go left. Left. We're going for the bunch. Looking for the bunch.
Bunch open?
Bunch open.
Bunch open.
Yeah, bunch open. So go to the play Eagle Flood. Right? Okay. So that's kind of the idea here is what we're kind of looking for. So I'll go to a standard.
And a good quick tip from Wennett Gaming, he's saying to play on a smaller screen. I play on a small monitor because it's much easier to move your eyes and your whole head to look and make 5 reads on a play. So that's like a small pro tip. But to become to go from 1 read player to a 2 read player, it makes you much better. But if you become a 5 read player, you have to know the offensive play. It's got to be a play you've practiced and a play you've used against different defenses. So here,
option the halfback.
We're going to option the halfback, which is Y, RB, and then left trigger.
Drag B.
We can drag B. And so what we're going to be looking for is the corner first, I would say. Then probably the drag. Then probably the option. Then the deep ball. And then we might check down to the flat.
Yep.
So at the snap, waiting for the corner. Okay, say the corner's not there. B. Okay, B's in. Okay, now... then we probably would have checked down to the left route. So
well, let's show all the instances here. Watch, check this, right? So if I come out in this standard defense here, this what I'm in right now, right? Okay, I'm gonna say that the route that gets open is gonna be the corner. Okay, so
right.
run the corner. Okay, all right, gets open, corner's open, throw the corner. Okay, completed. That's your first read. Well, now what happens when your opponent goes ahead and I'm gonna play man to man. Okay, now we get the same hot routes in, right? I'm gonna play man to man.
Definitely, I'm thinking B here.
Yeah.
More so than A.
Right. So this is how you become a non-one guy read, right? Okay. Boom. Now that's your second read. Okay. That's how you're going to progress your offense. Now if I go back to man-to-man again,
and now you take away maybe the drag. Well, now I know to look for.
I'm coming down.
Eddie Lacy, potentially. Obviously, he's not the greatest route runner.
Third read.
He cuts. And he cuts against man on the option route. He sits against zone. I won a game with a 4th and 2 read to LaShawn McCoy on this option route, and this is a route we don't use quite enough.
Here it is now. Okay, I'm in the box. I'm going to take away the drag, and I'm going to take the option. Now where? Where do you go?
Now we can maybe look to Jones for a streak. You know, I might like...
just chuck it to him deep. Yeah, right. That's all it is. Okay, one-on-one deep. Oh, okay. So this is where you become a more than one read player. You need to say... you need to understand the concepts that are going to beat certain defenses. So we can't stress enough, the number one concept that you need to start with is a corner, a flat, and a vertical. If you take a look at this play, we have that built in. Now the secondary options off that, we have to hot route them because not every play has that.
Right.
So we need to think of the most basic routes that win, right? The number one hot route you should always always have on every play is a drag.
Right.
Drag's always going to win. If you don't like your halfback route, your best option is a halfback option route.
Right.
That's your best next best bet.
Yeah, I think that this is really the only good halfback option route. Not the option route, but just option out of the backfield. There's little routes like this.
Don't love
swing.
them.
The table route is just
route's great.
It's just 10,000 times better.
Next
so
level.
if it's not built into the play, you can't get it. So that's kind of frustrating. But you can also maybe slant across the middle, try and get some separation. Good jump by the defender right there. But you want to work a drag in potentially. A flat route is never going to get open against man-to-man. So,
right.
So Y is basically very bad against man-to-man.
Very bad. It's like non-existent.
But I mean, it could be zone. So you might want to leave it sometimes, but other times, if they're taking away the left, you might want to put it on the right. But depending on how A gets pressed or doesn't get pressed, that's going to throw off the timing of the route. That's right there where the route running that we just talked about with Sterling Sharp is very important because he's going to get more separation there. So those are very important details to becoming a player that can make more and more reads.
So I think the one thing, what's the one action item that you can do right now? You take this tip, you might be a little overwhelmed by all those hot routes. I can't make 5 reads. We don't expect you to make 5 reads. But what we might expect you to do and what we want you to do to become a better Madden player is you need to look and use the concepts that we're talking about here. And the most important thing you can take away is the corner route, the flat, and the vertical. If Farls can show that route combination on this play, what we want you to do is start looking through your playbook, and it's in every playbook, so you don't have to use the playbook we're using. But Farls, please show the route combination. It's on the left side of the screen here.
Yeah.
You see the corner, a flat, and a vertical. That route concept, you're going to almost always have.
It almost makes you a 3-read player.
Great, it does.
This flat route, the dude.
Here's why.
The flat route on this play is a decoy because they're lined up so far out wide on the bunch.
If I'm setting up the world's best blitz, right?
Yeah.
Usually it leaves the flat open, right?
True. I just think on this one, it's
correct.
It's a tough position because you're too close to the sideline.
It is, but the idea is still very sound.
In a bunch, it's very important.
Yeah.
In this one, at least,
tight.
Still draws the defender, but he's not as good of a passing option.
So there's 2 action items you take here. I want you to do and go look for the route concept with a corner, flat, and a vertical. And the next thing I would like you to do is you find that route concept in your playbook, you fall in love with it, you start running it and using it. The next thing you can do to make yourself a secondary option, a secondary read, always put a backside drag.
Right.
Always put a backside drag. This is one of the safest routes you can throw. I could be in really any defense and this drag is going to get open. Like, it's going to get open. Like, throw it. Throw it now. At least you got 2 yards. It's something. It's going to get you to the next step where you're starting to read the defense.
You can always hot route it, which
you can always hot route.
I mean, excuse me, you can always playmaker it.
Always playmaker.
Once it gets here, you can always send it upfield, and then you did a good job using there, but
still caught it.
You take your chances with it. So those are some things you can do to become a better Madden player, guys.
Yep.
Right now, I'm going to give away a code for EA Access in the chat. So if you're on your Xbox, be ready to write this down and be ready all night because I've got a lot of these codes and a lot of them are coming out. You can also win by tweeting at Madden Bible with the hashtag Madden Master. Ask a question that I'll answer on Madden NFL Live, and I'll give away some on Twitter for you guys using that hashtag and asking questions. I'd really appreciate it, and we will continue to give these away, as many as we can, all night long.
Falls, one other tip I want to add about route progressions, and this is something that I think it personally helps me, so I hope this might be able to help you guys, is think about it this way, right? When you are reading a book, you're reading anything, how do you read? Like, what are the position of the words on the page? It's left to right. So I take that and I say, okay, I'm used to looking and reading things from left to right. My eyes progress left to right. So if you set your offense, this is why I almost always flip my plays, is because plays are usually designed for the righty quarterback from right to left. As you can see here, this play is designed right to left.
Right.
If you flip the play, most plays, and you set your play up so that your reads are left to right, that's going to help you, I think, make it a little easier for you, because like if you start here on the left, right, the drag is going to get open first.
Right.
And then you have the option. So if you say, I'm going to start with the drag, if the drag's open, I'm going to throw it to him. Okay? So to snap the ball, okay, he's open, throw it to him, because now you're left to right. But then you can come back to the right side because your eyes are flowing that way.
And you want to follow the drag. Like, you want to, so like you're looking at the drag's like this. And then, okay, it's either open or it's not open, but you're continuing to go, and then and then the corner. It's not like this, drag, corner. You got to snap your head back. Right. It sounds subtle, but yes, it's definitely.
It's a small tip, and you can't always execute and deliver on it. But I think that if you start thinking that way, like you usually also want to like target the short breaking routes because the drags. But try that out, see if it works. Does it make sense for you? Is it helping you? And see if it works. It could help.
Quick question for the chat: do we have any one-read players in the chat? I'd love to know if you're a one-read player. When I use a new offensive playbook, I'll be honest, I'm a two-read player. I'm a two-read player when I use a new offensive playbook.
I'm sorry, no, I said something on my nose.
Yeah. What about you? You're a 5-read player.
I'm a 13-read player. I'm next. I'm the next.
Maybe I'm a 3-read player because I'll have like the dominant route at the time that I like, whether it's corner or four verts. I'll always have the halfback. I'm always pretty good with the halfback because that's in every playbook.
Amazing with it.
And then I can run with the quarterback. Generally, when I play with a playbook I don't know, I love to have a mobile QB because they get me out of trouble.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking when it comes to this game, Madden 16, right? You almost always want to have a vertical on the outside.
Right.
You need to have a drag. You need to probably have a halfback option or a table route.
Right.
So those 3 immediate reads, and then you can have any type of combination of the other 2.
Right.
So like when you really boil it down, like it's not that hard to, maybe it is hard for people, but you can get to that point where, okay, if a vertical is just chuck it and then you're going to aggressive catch, try to win a one-on-one battle. So that's not really a read. That's like a last resort, right? The drag is a quick breaking route. You can read if it's open or is it shut down right away. And then you have your other routes to go there for. So
True that. And what will make you not a one-read player is Zan. Zan will be adding some new content for Brain Trust guys that are subs to the channel from the iForm Close. It's a tough scheme. Zan's one of the top players. He streams over at Forward Progress Madden along with the EA Stream team. We did pick up some new subs, so those are 10 of our newest subs. Shout out to those guys. Titletown, Spud the Fud, Initiated, and anyone else that joins in. Keep an eye out within the next 24 hours for Zan's content coming to a Brain Trust near you.
So, Farls, we had a great question in the chat. It's not a question, but more of a statement, and it's coming from Burning Tree. So he says that he finds it impossible when he's facing an opponent that has a disguised defense, which is the number thing we always talk about, using base align so your defense looks the same at every snap. He says it's impossible when you face someone that's good to be able to decipher what they're in pre-snap when they make everything look the same every snap. I agree, that's the whole point. But what you have to do is try to pick up on their tendencies. You have to look at where are my weaknesses. If I'm facing this set, I would say I probably want to blitz off the left edge because it's difficult for your opponent to pick up the pressure with the halfback on the right. But what do you think about that? What are your thoughts on that?
So Gibbs is good at disguising his coverage. I think calling plays as fast as you possibly can annoys those players the most. I also think that them base aligning causes them trouble that they don't really know about. Because base aligning specifically means when you call a formation, like, if he didn't base align, his defense would line up so silly against this 3-receiver left set. But since they have to base align, now they got 3 receivers to the left, and it's like simple stuff, like almost stupid stuff, like Eddie Lacy on say, like this isn't quite the example, but like I would do this to Eddie Lacy, like, because he might blitz this left guy and just see if I can like pick up a blocker and then like that, like something so dumb that it would work in every playbook.
That's not even dumb though. That's vertical stretching and throwing where the blitz is coming from.
Right, but like that works in any playbook, and that works against. Sometimes you have these fancy plays and you think like, no, I've got to make this advanced read and throw to the 4th option. But then sometimes
it's just basic.
Yeah, I mean, you could honestly in the first
screen.
I've won game. I mean, I win games. I've won games 2 Maddens in a row with blindfold on my face.
Correct.
It's on YouTube. Like, you can check it out. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Like, every now and then, if you gotta just go with what you know,
or like, what you feel.
Yeah, like, is Eddie Lacy on a streak? Like, is there a chance I can hit him like on 3rd and 2 quickly like that? If you've practiced the timing, like, see it, throw it. Sometimes you gotta trust it. When I play Gibbs, like, I get freaked out that he's blitzing or doing stuff, but then I was like, he's setting up this super fancy thing. I got not inside zone, like, and then you get 2 broken tackles, 3, like. You just gotta kind of be patient and just do it. I don't know. It's sometimes challenging.
You gotta have. I would say you probably start with the attitude of like, I can stop this. I can beat this. Like the second you start saying, I can't beat this. I can't stop what he's doing. You're beat. Like that. That's the truth. Like, you can't have the attitude of like, there's nothing I can do, because there is something you can do.
For the guys that don't know, I won a game of Madden 25. Against the all Madden computer Seahawks. They were 99 overall.
It's harder than it sounds.
10-7. Blindfolded with a bag on my head. And then in last year's game, I won a game of head-to-head Mutt.
Head-to-head Mutt.
Was up 14-0 and got a pick, and my opponent rage quit with a bag on my head. I then played another all Madden game.
Basic schemes.
And I lost like by 3 points.
Ran the ball, played cover 2-man. That's like, what you did.
Just played, just got on D-tackle. Like, I got a couple picks and I just run out of bounds. Like, there's no shenanigans in those videos. It's just kind of playing
basic
football.
Stuff.
Those are on our old YouTube channel. So
the other tip there,
but we'll do that in the future.
The other tip there, guys are saying stopping the blitzes, and RG was here last week, and RG gave the tip. You need to let your offensive line set. So you break out of the huddle, don't call slide protection, and wait for your offense to set, get in their stance, then call slide protection. You probably most likely in this year's game want to call slide protection down. That's going to remedy a lot of these problems, a lot of these blitzes that you're facing, and you will pick them up. As long as you follow it in that proper order, you let the offensive line set, and then you use slide protection, you're going to pick those blitzes up.
You can also call play action. You can also motion a halfback over, or a wide receiver over.
I did coach.
Snap him there.
Yep.
And take a chance. So there's a lot of things you can do. I think we all panic. I panic, but you've got to attack it with halfback screens. You've got to use play action passing to get that blocking. You've got to motion guys over. You have a lot of options, and there's nothing that's unblockable. So be one of the guys that watches this show and says, I can do this. I can get better. And you will, and you can pick up those, and you'll tear up your opponents. All right, here we go. We got to keep running through the mailbag here. This question is from Oberist. He was wondering, when you look for a slot receiver in MUT, is a guy like T.Y. Hilton, who's a little slower but better route runner, better than Tavon Austin, who's a little faster but not as refined? You know, he's fast, agile, elusive, but he doesn't have the route running or maybe the release or the catch in traffic. What are your thoughts?
I'm going to go with the route running. Listen, I value route running. It's probably the number one thing I look for if I want a guy in the interior of the field. On the outside, I look for something completely different.
And so, give me cover 2, man. The reason Gibbs is saying that route running is so important, and the reason I recommend Sean Jackson, T.Y. Hilton
great recommendation.
Over faster guys is because Keenan Allen, when Montgomery cuts, he has probably pretty bad route running.
Pretty bad, yeah.
But when he cuts, he goes against his opponent's man coverage rating. So that's Rashad Jones matched up against him.
Should go look at that, right?
No, I mean, it should be pretty easy. So your route running rating, this is obviously your release rating. So that helps. Release. So release helps. Right there, that cut, that's his route running. How sharp is it? How quick is it? How much separation does he get? This, on the defender, is man coverage. These are all opinions based off of like drills and practices and tests I've done. So this man coverage, how tight does the defender stick with him? And so all those things factor in, and I just think man coverage is pretty tough this year. So any route running boost you can get, you want. If you have T.Y. Hilton and you drag him, well, now route running's not really important because drags don't really cut, they don't get pressed. And now it's much better to have a faster T.Y. Hilton, Tavon Austin, who's then more elusive with the ball in his hand than it is, because he's going to outrun that defender more than T.Y. Hilton would.
So it depends.
And be better in the open field. So depending on how you use them, but I think for most players, they might not notice the route running, but if you run routes with cuts, well, that's what you need. And that's, well, the game's like really balanced in that sense.
It's very
balanced. Receivers have roles, they have jobs, and MUT accentuates that more than ever before. So.
It really does. And again, I would say, I think people always want to have, or some feedback you always get from viewers or guys in the community, is they want to know, like, what's the formula for your receivers. Well, I would say that your formula should be receivers on the outside have good speed, good spectacular catch, and good catch in traffic. I would say I would look at those 3 things as being the most important for an outside receiver on the outside hashes.
Right. I would say...
Yeah, go ahead.
So for the outside, so people always say, like, who's a good slot receiver? And I say, well, for what?
What's your scheme? What are you doing?
Is Alshon Jeffrey a good slot receiver? Yeah, if you're throwing spectacular catches against cover 3 in the seam. And you want him to go up and get it, yes. Right. But if you're trying to, like... Are you trying to run with Philip Dorsett, super budget 96 speed, and beat a guy deep over the top in the seam? Then you want Dorsett for his speed.
Right.
Do you want a guy who's running routes? Then you need a Sean Jackson. So it doesn't, like, people don't need to ask better questions. Like, hey, I need a halfback who does this. They just say, like, is Eddie Lacy a good halfback?
Depends.
I mean, depends. Not really. If you're running a spread passing scheme,
you want to run Zan's eye close. That's going to be updated in the Brain Trust later this evening, potentially tomorrow morning. Eddie Lacy might be very good because he's not going to be running a ton of routes out of the backfield. He's probably running a lot of ISO runs, stretch runs, not a lot of tosses per se, but it depends on how you want to use that defender or that receiver. It depends on your scheme.
Spec is the most important thing outside, left, right, in my opinion.
Hands down.
Second most important thing there for me is speed. I want guys who are going to outrun slow corners. As soon as I see that they have a Sam Shields 94 speed, though, I go, all right, well, I can't really win downfield in this matchup. So now other things are important. But, I mean, just think of the fear a fast receiver that you see puts into you if you don't have fast speed.
You just throw Dre Archer on the outside, like, that's fearful.
Yeah.
Like, or when someone motions him out of the backfield, I freak out.
And his route running's terrible.
But he can win a speed battle.
But he can win a speed battle.
So that's what he's there for. That's what he's there for.
Yeah.
So great. That was a great question. That's, I mean, really great question. I think that as we progress with Madden and the more the years go on, like this is more what I love about it, is because you have to make these decisions. Who do I want in the slot? You can't just go, I'm gonna get the fastest guy, like I'm gonna get Bethel Johnson and throw him in the slot like you used to, right? Now you have decisions to make. Do I want the route runner? Do I want the speed guy? Do I want the spectacular catch guy? So I think as we progress, and we're gonna get more of these decisions, and it's gonna make the game evolve more.
All right, next question. My God, it's not a question at all. It's an EA access code. Somebody screenshot that, and somebody go win it. That's a completely different access code than we've put in the chat before. And if you want another shot besides just this one to win, you can head on over, tweet at Madden Bible using the hashtag Madden Master. Ask a question to the Madden Master hashtag. I'll break it down on Friday on the twitch.tv/NFL channel during their show, Madden NFL Live. But I'll also be sending out EA access codes from there. So try and redeem this on Xbox One. Because you know what comes out this month,
what?
I think.
Tell me.
I'm not sure if it's this month or next month.
What?
Pew, 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 pew. And so you might be able to play that pew, pew, pew a little early with an EA access code. I think. I'm not 1,000% sure, but I'm 99% sure.
For the EA Access giveaway from ZFarls, if you would go ahead and give us a follow on the channel, we'd appreciate it. Lower part of the screen, little heart button. Click that follow. We're approaching 25,000 followers on the channel. That's super cool for us. What is the benefit to following the channel? You get to know when we go live. You can come back, hang, watch This Week in Madden, get some tips. You'll be able to notify when we go live, and we'd really appreciate the follow.
All right, next question in the mailbag. How is the Eagles' offensive scheme working? So we just broke that down earlier in the show.
Slow.
But I think what's important to note is what we broke down earlier was the 11th formation.
Yes.
And it's good. I'll say the most important thing is that you learn the timing of the halfback flat route and that you get a guy that won't fumble when he catches that pass.
Yeah.
That will make it work a lot better. You also have the slot offset. This is something we gave away last year. Gibbs recommends coming out in the triple option left. But a couple other quick plays from this one, if like you want a secondary formation to run. You've got the PA halfback swing. Believe it's a quick audible. You've got the motion inside zone.
Quick audible.
Believe it's a quick audible. You've got
motion spot. What does it have?
Motion spot has a built-in
Same
corner.
route concepts.
Built-in corner. You've got shakes.
The key. Can you go back to that motion spot real quick? Here's what's more important. That motion spot has the same motion as the inside zone. So now you get to the point where it's really difficult to stop this formation because you have the same motions.
And then you have the triple option left. So you could possibly run this triple option left. You've got this play shakes. If they're calling man-to-man, I would say, what have we talked about 10,000 times already tonight? Drag or slant Montgomery.
Love it. I don't like the drag because he's off the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
That's my one beef because he's going to run more shallow.
Line. Yeah.
So that's the problem. So I would slant him and motion him.
Devastating table routes.
Devastating.
So motion him a step to get him a free release. Got it. I didn't motion him quite far enough, but try and get James Jones.
Killer routes against man.
Pretty good route running. Triple option left. You can kind of read the defense. Right.
Like that's so tough right there, man. That's so tough.
Then you've got inside zone to go up the middle. So you got the motion inside zone here, where Lacey heads left, give it to Big Daddy James, stacks.
You know what I love about this is that you can work a two-back scheme. Like what I would say is you put like the big dog, like a LeGarrette Blount most feared, where Starks is.
Yeah.
Just let him pound inside. Don't really think about it too much, but then get a Dree Archer that runs on the outside here. Get him the ball quickly in space. Get him on the option. Get him on the other inside. Like it's going to be very difficult to stop. This is very similar to that inside the 11th formation, but you're taking the tight end away and add another halfback.
Right, and it's a headache. And then the last play, a little bit of a bonus play that I'll give you guys from this one is the slip screen. So I just think that I don't personally call enough screen passes. I
don't either, man.
I think that when somebody calls a screen against me, I'm just like, ugh. Especially in the first half, I'm like, oh, he's gonna call that again later in the game.
You know they're like that's why I love your idea of call one in the beginning because they always have to think about it.
They have to. Obviously, the guy steps up a little bit, so it's a bit of a tell if you're playing somebody, but it's still very effective because he's going to run that way. Starks is going this way, pop it over the top. You got the rack catch, get in behind your blockers, and just a headache. It's not as good as last year. This whole scheme's not as good as last year, in my opinion. It's still very, very good.
You know what I like, though, about this screen? I think you can catch it, like, a little cleaner, where you catch it with the halfback. Like, okay, so what I mean by that is, like, you catch that and you can, like, bang that upfield real quick.
Right.
With the deeper, when the halfback's deeper, it's like, because he's like more aligned with the quarterback, it's hard. You don't get as good of an animation when you cut upfield. I feel like with this, it's a little easier to get outside.
Right, and you can still also just throw that.
So
people will then use
that's a cover 3 zone, and you complete it for 5 yards.
We'll take it. So that's another little mix on this one. Shout out to Big Slow for the question. Let's go to the next one in the mailbag. It's not a question at all. Oh my goodness, it's another EA Access Xbox One code. Shout out to Mutt Rewards, bringing it to us right now. Thank you very much.
Follow the channel. Come on, we deserve a follow for the Mutt Reward items here. EA Access codes.
I think so. Come on. I think so.
Shout out to ZFarls for giving those away. You weren't going to keep those yourself?
No.
Wow, you're a man of the people.
Man of the people.
All right.
This one's from Reisman. Do you use the spotlight adjustment on defense?
I haven't, and I need to do it more, and I think we could show a pretty good example here. Farls, give me the offensive stick.
All right.
I want you to call cover 3. I think we can find a good example of why spotlight might be pretty effective. So there are ways. There are ways that people attack the deep part of the field in this game, right? So one instance, and we ran into this a lot last year with the pistol bunch tight end, right? So if you just stay in this standard cover 3, maybe give me a baseline.
Okay.
Real quick. And just kind of, cover 3. Go to cover 3 for me.
Not bad.
Cover 3 and just baseline and user him. So there are ways that people run this and they'll just start chucking it down the deep part of the field, like right here.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's a tender ball. And, we've all been beaten by this, right? So first off, what I would tell people to do is rezone the safety. That's step 1. Another option you could have here is a lot of times I take the deep safety and I man him up on that slot. And then I watch the post.
Right.
So the receiver. But this is something we did last year. What I would recommend here is this time, Farls, can you try and spotlighting the RB receiver?
All right, so let me hold down the left trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Can I?
Let's see.
Is it A? I don't even know if you can.
No, it's there. It's there.
It's definitely there. Is it Y?
Where is it? Hit A.
Now push A?
Yeah, hit RB.
Now push RB?
Yeah, and hit A.
And now push
It's hidden. It's there. You just got it.
That's why I haven't used it.
Correct. No, it's there. It's definitely
We used to use it last year. It
all the
stopped
time.
PA wide receiver in last year. I love
Correct.
it. It's the best 4 button presses you could get. It used to just be 2 buttons, guys. It used to be hold down left trigger, and then I think you'd push the button.
So what I want to show there is the difference of what ended up happening. So say they have that one read, and they were like, "Oh, I'm going to chuck it to Montgomery here," right? So check a look at Montgomery. So now the safety, that might have created another problem over there, but
you're just trying to take away one thing.
So I think the safety would still get over there even if they chuck it to him. But here's the idea: Montgomery now. He's not getting past those guys, right? And that's because of Spotlight. Let's try and run it without Spotlight again. Go cover 3, audible to it, and base line for me. Now this doesn't always happen. Like you don't always get the streaky hit of Montgomery, but sometimes it's there. Like sometimes he does open up.
Yeah, he goes to A.
And it's something as simple as bang, and it's there. But you can
makes me so sad.
Makes me sad.
Makes me so sad.
The other way you stop it, guys, call way more cover 2 man. Like just do it, right? But now go ahead, cover 3 again.
All right. So remember, guys, to spotlight on defense, it is Y.
Go to cover 3 first.
Okay. I think I'm in cover. No. Yeah.
Okay, you are.
Y. A. The receiver you want to spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
This formation, it's RB.
Yep.
And then A.
Spotlight the receiver. Yep. And nothing. You don't really see.
Yeah. It doesn't really. Yeah.
Nothing really says like, "Hey, I spotlighted him." But now you look at the safety. He stays on him. He caught it anyways, but he stays on him, and that's what you want. So that's like, okay, when should I use spotlight? I think there's certain situations where you want to use it.
So YA RBA. So now it's done, and like you saw how much quicker I got at it. Now you have the time when you see this formation to go for it. You see Perryman in the game randomly. Well, not really going to be random.
Right. Pick it.
There's the pick.
So I mean, that's where you want to. What I would say, like, when do you want to use spotlight? You want to use spotlight like when you know they're going somewhere. Like you're going to give something up by doing that.
Throw to X here. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah. So what we're saying? Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spotlight.
So you're going to give something up,
Oh yeah.
And like you end up giving up that. Like there could be something where like maybe you move the corner over. Maybe you don't base the line.
Right.
Like maybe you call press coverage. Like try calling press. Like you got to try these different adjustments here. Now spotlight.
Did spotlight.
Okay, so now let's see if that kind of changes anything differently.
I mean, you're releasing the hounds on RB, which I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Hey, I have zero problem. My number one issue with the game is when I say, stop this man, give me a play, they still throw to that guy and they complete it. It just rips me a soul. If I spotlight RB and they throw to X, I live with it. I can legitimately live with it.
You took it away. Try sliding the far left receiver out wide. Like try sliding further out wide. Yeah. Now did you spotlight?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm just trying.
Yeah, I'm spotlight.
Just trying different things.
His cover 3 zone's like kind of also in a weird place.
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, you're telling him.
That's tender. That's
so
tender.
be careful.
So be careful. I mean,
think the moral of the story.
Yeah.
Be careful.
You
with
just keep
spotlight.
taking. You find a different cover 3. See if it works out a different cover 3. I mean,
probably this.
Or you could man him up.
I-A, RB-A, yeah, and then that. I manned him up super fast.
Right, that's probably the option.
And now let's see if the deep zone. Yeah, now the deep zone stays one-on-one.
Right.
You just can't let that guy beat you.
You know what the other thing you could do here too? Do this. Go to cover 3.
Cover 3. Nope. I've come out in cover 3.
Flip the play. That should work. Wherever you think they're going to throw that deep corner to you, you want the deep zone on the opposite side. Okay. A lot of times, like, because you want him to like see how he's running over there first. Right. Like you spotlight it again, but don't spotlight. Just like leave it organically. You could also, like as Headbust is saying, like we always say, rezone. Like rezoning works very well. So in this, you're still cover 3. You flipped it. Snap of the ball. So see how the safety runs to
right.
So like you would have to recognize that and say, okay, cover 3.
Optimus Grimes, like Farls, look at me now. Look at me now.
You want to flip it so the deep zone's on the opposite side of where you think they're throwing the streak.
Indeed. That's a good tip. So I think the big takeaway from that is don't forget that spotlighting's there.
Right.
And if there's just like some route combo or a dude that they sub a certain guy in the game and you know where they're going, give it a shot. And you might give up something else, but at least you won't potentially give up the thing you don't want to give up.
Right.
Yeah, there's a route that beats my strong safety deep. It runs behind him. He's in a deep zone, but he's like paying attention to the tight end, and he just kind of sits. And I think if I gave him that little head start with spotlight,
yep,
he would play it a little bit better.
Yep, absolutely.
Play deep to short always.
And it's also like if you put a spotlight like a tight end, like the hook zones are going to drop him more. Like it works. It does work.
Quick question from Young Dower. Can you explain rezone real quick? Yeah. So yeah, let me explain what rezoning a guy means. Say we're in cover 2 man, and say Montgomery is like Perryman, for instance.
Or like something like this, right? Or
let's see.
Like you get something like this is Perryman. Like people get hit by this a lot.
Yeah.
Little halfback in the slot.
Right. So these deep zones in cover 2 means that these 2 guys are splitting the field half each. It's like a pizza.
You get half, I get half.
Now, if I rezone this guy by pressing A and flicking left on the stick, he's in a deep zone. But you'll notice his pizza pie's gotten smaller. His Venn diagram. He's now only wants.
He wants a quarter of the pie.
He wants a quarter of the pie now. 2 slices.
He's gonna have 2 slices.
He doesn't want 4 anymore.
Not weak.
So he's gonna pay a lot more attention to James Starks, who, if that's a fast dude running a streak, is good for you. And now you're at least in business if he tries to go deep against you. So that's what rezone means. It's especially good against like tight formations. There's like a gun tight formation where the streak to the slot can beat you. You're saying, I don't want my deep safety to cover half the field. Like generally this would be pretty bad because now you're really only covering...
Your outsides are tender.
Yeah, if they throw like B on a streak, your guy's not going to get there.
Here's the problem. You run this style deep zones, right? You're asking for your opponent to take the outside slices of the pie. Right. They're going to take the outside.
Throw a cop.
They're going to take the outside slice.
In the NFL, I think they're okay with this because throwing deep down the sideline is such a tougher throw. But now that guy had no chance to get there.
Right.
And that's your own fault. It's your own fault.
And you should be okay with that because you made an adjustment. I'm okay with losing to an adjustment I made because I want to take something else away.
What about this?
Kudos to your opponent. What? Flail them out to the right.
No. Spotlight. Cobb. Throw to Cobb. I just want to see what's going to happen.
Spotlight
So
Cobb.
spotlight Cobb, but the dude's only on half pie. Or quarter pie.
Quarter pie.
No, he's not interested.
He didn't even move.
He's uninterested. And the other tip is don't leave Brent Grimes on Randall Cobb on un.
Most important question of the night, Farls, coming in from the chat.
Yeah.
We're talking about pie. What type of pie is this? What type of pizza pie is this?
Straight cheese.
Straight fastball, straight cheese?
Banana peppers have been growing on me.
On a
they
pizza?
Like just invent banana peppers?
I've seen them everywhere. They're everywhere. I don't know.
Now they are, but like when you were a kid, did you ever order banana peppers on a sub?
Never heard of that. They're yellow and they're delicious stuff.
They
add a spice.
You know what I call
Hot.
them? You know what I call them?
What do you call them? What?
They're buffalo chicken wraps. You want to know why?
Why?
They're for weak people. They are poor man's jalapenos. Do you want jalapenos on your pie?
I've seen you order
or pickles.
I've seen you order banana peppers on a lot of subs.
You want to hear me get real passionate about banana peppers right now?
You've ordered more banana peppers on subs. You do, but you've ordered more banana peppers.
Second of all,
in our history of sub ordering and grinder ordering, you've ordered more banana peppers than jalapenos on your subs or your buffalo chicken wrap.
When a pickle and a jalapeno sit in those little dishes next to each other, they get lonely, and then they start looking at you, and they're like, "What's up, jalapeno? Nothing, pickle." They make love. A banana pepper's born. Pick a jalapeno or pick a pickle. There's no such thing as a banana pepper. It's like half.
You get banana peppers on your stuff.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
I've seen you do it.
I'll stop immediately because banana pepper is.
It gives you a little hotness. Little.
Pick one or the other. Pick one or the other.
It gives you a little food on the side.
Pick one or the other. Pick one or the other.
All right. I'm going banana pepper. I'm going banana pepper and pickle.
What are good run plays from the Miami Playbook?
You got the gun,
but more
tray.
like a heavy. Like people love the gun bunch. So
it's like this right here, this formation.
So for subs, S Gibbs put out this Miami offensive playbook, and people really like it. It's a manned smashing gun bunch. I can flip the play. I have their playbook if you need it.
Yeah, no, this is formation's in that playbook.
But they want a little more run heavy, so you got a little
gun right here.
Run play.
It's this formation. It's the gun twin tight end flex weak. Now this is a set that we used last year a lot. This is what we used in the beginning of the year, and it's really effective. And what I like about it is you have the right side that's open. So like you don't have extra defenders on the right side that are like where they are on the left side with the covering the outside receivers. You want to keep this one inside, and like that's where the money is right there, right? But if they start getting the defenders in close, like baselining, you can really bang this run like off this edge. Like it almost becomes like a toss, especially with a faster receiver. Now, if you go back to zone, like this is where I think this becomes really effective because people love running zone. They love using baseline. So if you take advantage of your opponent that's in baseline, you always want to gain one extra blocker. So if you motion this receiver over, no one's going to follow him, and you now gain extra blocker, snap him in the backfield, and you now get another advantage in the run game. You get one plus hat against the defense. So like if you're in man-to-man here, I motion. This isn't really good for me because I'm adding another defender into the box who can just make a play on me. Like I just ran into him there, right? But if you base a line, you're in that zone. The best blitz in the world. They're setting it up, and they're in base line. You're able to take advantage of that. Get an extra hat, get an extra blocker in there, and run the ball. Run the magic bean against your opponent.
I like that. That's a nice little running play for this. This is the Miami Dolphins offensive formation. Add that into the Brain Trust stuff. Have some success, and we'll keep ripping through.
Zan said the Brain Trust video is uploading right now. It might be ready. Might be ready by the time this show's over.
It may be, but at some point tonight, Zan will shoot me that, and we will get that. I'll send it out to the subscribers for the Brain Trust. Once again, guys, Zan, one of the longest time community members that there is. You might have been catching him on the EA Sports stream team the last couple nights.
Yeah.
But you should also follow his personal channel, which is Forward Progress Madden. That's his YouTube along with his Twitch. I think if you just click on his name in the chat, it will pop up. But it's an I-form close little mini scheme. I think it's going to help your game out quite a bit for you guys that want to go under center. But a big shout out to Zan for helping out. We appreciate it. And thanks a lot to anyone that's subscribed to the channel. I appreciate the support. Been having a lot of fun with it, and it's a great place, great community to talk about Madden with other players.
Best community.
All right, here we go. Mailbag It's not a mailbag question.
Oh.
Screenshot that. Screenshot that. Get that Xbox
Wow.
One code right there. Boom. All right, which current players are Endgame guys? This one is from That Sports Gamer.
I need to. How are you interpreting this question?
So I interpret this question by like Brandon McManus.
Gotcha.
I believe That Sports Gamer, who's also on the EA Sports Stream team, has about 1 million coins to spend, and he wants to buy guys that will be on his team when the game ends.
Okay.
So who, right now in MUT, is good enough? Basically,
I would say Roy Williams, but I think he's probably too expensive. I'm gonna say Laurent Landry. Why? Because let's paint the scenario, right? It is 1 minute, 2 minutes to go in the game. It's 3rd and 5. You need to get the ball back. You need to force a turnover.
Right.
You got to put Laurent Landry in. You got to use him, and you got to get up in the belly of the opponent's offensive line, and you got to lay a lumber hit stick and get the ball back.
yes.
I think there's a situation where he can become an effective player for you. For example, right there, you want that 99 hit power. There's very few guys. I don't think there's anyone in the game that deliver that.
94 Porter, Spartan Dog, I don't believe he'll last until the end of the season. There'll be better guys, I think. There'll be better legend linebackers that come out, and they'll also be like the boss version of that linebacker,
right.
Potentially. Whatever they did last year. Like guys, 94 Atwater. But then there's 97 Atwater.
Correct.
But then there's 99 Atwater. So you got to hesitate. You don't do it by looking at their ratings. You do it by looking at their key stats.
What's
Vince
the
Wilfork.
one thing they do great?
So Vince Wilfork, 99 strength, like 98 block shed. He is an endgame player.
Always going to be good.
Until they put out Mean Joe Green with 102, whatever. Who knows? Whatever it is, it's pretty much as high as it gets. Brandon McManus, 99 kick power. Like you're not going to get a guy that has better kick power than 99. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe.
Right, but you're making a good point.
Spend that $15K.
Like the idea is McManus, you're never going to get, in theory, you're never going to get a better kick power than 99.
Right.
Just like Laurent Landry, you're not going to get more hit power than 99. Like Laurent Landry, if you're going to stack him up against the Brian Dawkins, like Laurent Landry is just as good in that one department. Like
if you need a hit stick,
if you need one hit stick, like you're in the department of laying a stick.
You might get a new. Who knows when the next? You never know.
Is there anyone else like the Odell Beckham 102 spectacular catch?
Yes, he's endgame because he could always be your 4th receiver.
Larry Fitzgerald 99 spectacular catch, is he endgame? That's endgame.
No, he's too slow to be endgame because they'll end up being Calvin Johnson has 98 and he's faster.
Okay, sure.
So
Matt Stafford 99 throw power.
Yeah, but he's not good.
Because he's not good, but you're looking for those stats, right?
Right. He's your end game. He's like your end game, end of game Hail Mary thrower.
Right.
I would say go for McManus. I'd say save those coins, That Sports Gamer, for now. And nobody's quite there yet. Best way to get successful swats from punts. So how can you swat on the defensive side of the ball? This kind of goes in with all of the aggressive catch questions and lob throws that people have. So let me see if you throw a streak to Cobb. If I can run in, RB is the swap button because LB is...
I'm sorry, I don't know why I threw it that was short.
So LB is defensive assist. That will automatically put you on to where you're supposed to be as a defender. I click on right here and I'm holding RB. I'm not getting a free-form swat. I'm in an animation with the receiver. I physically swat the ball.
Right.
But in Madden 12, like this didn't exist. Like you would have just went for the swat. This is a play ball animation. It's not a true swat, I think is what he's asking. You need to like... You almost never want to swat. I think you always want to go for the pick. But give me one. I'll try if I can get like a free form swat with the safety. You can't get locked into like a 2-man. So that's a free form swat.
I like that actually.
It exists. It still exists in the game. I think people get confused because they see the catches and these animations play out and they're like, well, what did I do? What effect did I have on that? Did I play man? Did I play ball? Well, here I'm holding RB and I swat the pass. You get a pretty high jump. And these two cats are playing a 2-man or whatever. Well, now I'm just this rogue dude who's free in space, and I'm getting a free-form Flatbread Friday swat.
Yeah, I love it. Free-form Flatbread Friday with Lou.
Give me one more.
Do this for me. Don't stay back there. Like kind of be like in the box a little bit, and then you're gonna sprint back and see if maybe you can get it.
Okay, like a
real user play. Like a real user play.
I won't be able to.
Yeah. I'm just curious. Or get a terrible throw. Good.
So you can still get them in space, but I think you'd rather have a pick. Anytime you could have a swat, it means that you have a shot at the ball without a defender near you, and you should just go for the pick.
Let's first understand why. All right, let's think of this, right?
It is different than play ball.
We used to SWAT in the Madden community because we didn't get the animations we needed to defend what the offense was doing.
Right.
Well, guess what? Madden 16 solved that problem with all the wide receiver DB interaction. Okay. So now we don't have that problem anymore. So that's why we say just let it be organic. Like why
go for a catch?
Don't click on it. If don't click on, you don't have to. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it for you. They're gonna make a play for you. Or if you click on, play ball or play receiver.
Right.
Right? So what do you always usually play ball, correct? You gotta play ball. I mean, play ball.
I play ball. Yeah. I think that there's definitely a good interception chance. So I like to play ball, and I think it's worth it. Let me see if I can get a swat here. See, right there, I wanted a swat in nature.
Yeah. Right.
And that's frustrating. That's the one area where I say, allow me to have a swat. I'm holding RB. I understand that if I miss it, it's a touchdown. But let me get a swat. Instead, the game's like, you're not going to hit that swat. You're not close enough. So we're going to play a catch. You might try and break up the ball, but you're in bad position, and Randall Cobb's much better than you are. So we're hanging on to that. So I would have liked the swat in nature right there. I agree. But you did see we were able to swat. I think going for the pick gives you more value. I'm going to always go for the pick. But if you want to swat, hold RB and try and get it in space. So those are my thoughts about that. All right, here we go. Next question in the mailbag.
Car guy's dying for top 5 wide receivers.
Okay, we can run back over that real fast. What ratings do you look for in a CB after man coverage, zone coverage?
Speed.
That's like super important to you?
Okay, you could look at how good this Sherman is, right?
Yeah.
He's 82 speed. What is he to you? Is he anything?
Free safety.
He's a safety. I probably wouldn't play him. So speed to me is where the starting point is. Like even if he had 70 man coverage, 70 zone coverage, and he had 97 speed, he might if my team's not great, he might find a spot in my roster. Like you can't teach it. You can't teach the speed.
You think it's more important or less important than me?
I think it's the starting point. I think there's a threshold. I think if it's below 90, you start questioning, can this guy stay on the field, and is he going to get beat deep on vertical routes? Like there's one thing that you can't have your corner do. You can't have your corner just lose every matchup on a one-on-one ball deep.
To a
by speed, to a paragon. To a paragon.
Yeah.
You can't have it. Like so the threshold for me, I think, in this game is 90. 90 is like the lowest I really want to go with my corner.
Right. Because then you got Madden coach, you get 92.
Right.
And then whatever, 96, 92, like he's good enough. I look at play rec personally. Mm-hmm. Obviously I check speed. I don't go lower than 88 like Joe Hayden. But I like that play rec. I think it gives you a little extra break on the ball. Mixed in, of course, with their zone coverage, man coverage. Press, I don't factor in huge at this moment in time because Sherman has 96 zone, so he's a better zone guy. When are you going to press in zone?
Right.
I don't find that you're gonna. In man, I press, but I'm not seeing a lot of beat presses. I think man coverage more important there. So those are what I look to. But that's a good call about the speed. Here's
one thing I'll say. Like, so if it really depends on the type of defense I'm playing. Like, if I'm playing zone, I'll drop to 88. I think I'll drop to 88 and I'll live with that. If
Josh Norman,
I'll drop to 86 if he had 100 zone. I would drop to that. Like, I would be okay with that. But like, say it's 86 speed and 90 zone, like nah.
Brandon Browner.
You can't play play because you're gonna get beat.
Brandon Browner got 700 penalties on Sunday.
Did he?
It was a riot.
Did
he? And then he would always just be like, "Come on!"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Dude, that's your 7th penalty this game. It's remarkable."
Classic Brandon Browner.
All right, here we go. Next mailbag question. I need him to have a big game because he would be a cool team of the week.
Would be.
This one's from Renner24 on Twitter. Which Mutt Styles combination best help your defense play better? So if you want a double style,
love it.
What would you go with on defense?
I would go man to man, and I would go zone D. I'd go man D, zone D.
Do you have any idea if you get double play rec in that situation? Because man D and zone D boost your man D, and your zone D and both boost play rec. Do you get double play rec boost?
I don't know.
That's something we'd have to test. Run stuff, pass rush, don't really care what they give you. Like they give you block shed.
Yeah, I just don't. I think that you can get like
move.
I think like you. There's players that exist that give you like you can really kind of run off 3D tackles that are pretty high block shed, like Dan Williams, Brandon
Tweezy's saying pass rush, run stuff. I wonder why. I'd love to know. I'd love to know because you know he's got like some angle.
Twizzlers.
You know he's got some angle on that.
Listen, I'll never argue against play rec. I will. I mean, I'll.
SNA is saying you do get double.
A couple.
Play rec.
I think it was 2 years ago. I think it was Madden 25. I was big on the play rec. I was zone coverage, play rec. I think this year, with how much I love man-to-man and how difficult I think it is to beat man-to-man, I think if I can get more man coverage, I'm going to take it.
Tweezy's saying he doesn't have to worry about the run when he calls pass rush run stuff, so that's pretty good. This chat saying you do get double style, double play rec boost, so I might try that. My long pass, I just don't know what I'm getting from it.
If you think about what Tweezy said there, I love it, right? Because he's trying to make you one-dimensional. So if he's like, if he feels good that you do play rec and run stuff, like it's gonna make your line play that much better. You're gonna have to pass to me because his line's gonna play above the grade, right? So I really like that strategy there. You're gonna force your opponent to be one-dimensional, and that's sort of what we're trying to do when we're saying man coverage, zone coverage. We say run inside zones, and that's ultimately what we're giving our opponent, right? Like think about the big dime 1-4-6 cover 2 man. You're saying run the ball, right? Like go ahead. Take the run.
But then you're secretly.
But you can secretly stop it.
Okay. I would say maybe I'll try Mandy run stuff then for like a week, see what I get, because I haven't really noticed long pass a ton. I've definitely noticed Mandy though a bit. All right, a couple more in the mailbag. I believe.
False. Do you know who I've acquired to play you in the game of the week? I've acquired someone to play you in the game of the week.
Wolfman.
That will take you down.
Wolfman.
So you know that you're playing Wolfman tonight.
Yeah, and I know he has like some blitz that I think you told him that I'm not happy about.
Wolfman is going to take you down in the game of the week tonight. On to the next question.
All right, a quick recap on the top 5 receivers. I've got Odell at the 1. I got Reed slight edge over Sharp at the 2. I got Holt, even though he's kind of similar to the 2. More Megatron for that like spec catcher on the sideline guy. And then Dez, most feared, limited, I believe, at the 5, with the slight edge to the BCA Larry behind him because of the speed. So that's what I'm looking at for my guys. It's time to lock into the game of the week. Let's go over. We're playing Mutt, correct?
No, you're playing teams, random teams. You can use whatever playbook you want.
I don't know how I feel about that.
But you're gonna play a regular game head to head.
Why no Mutt?
Because it's the same excuse why you don't want to play me, because you think my team's better than yours. Your team's way better than his team. So you're gonna play with this controller. You're gonna play with a terrible controller.
I've already beat you with that.
Why don't you want to play with this controller?
I've already beat you with that controller.
All right. And so the conspiracy begins.
Are we saying? Can you talk a little bit about the comebacks that have happened when I've played Wolfman? He's just like He's just like
Wolfman
He's not great. He's a Raider fan, so he gets bad habits drilled in his head all the time. The Raiders are 5-2.
The Raiders are kind of good this year.
The Raiders are 5-3. That's what they're saying right now.
I'm calling Wolf to finish the job that I can't finish. I mean, I did destroy you and smack you up the last time we played.
Yeah.
I beat you by 21 one time.
Yeah.
And then I beat you last time we played. Okay, so listen, you're nothing to me now. So, but I'm calling in Wolfman to beat you on. I can't beat you on National Live Internet apparently, but I'm calling in Wolfman to finish the job that I couldn't finish, and that's to take you down. That's to take you down and to show that Wolfman is a better player than you under the lights.
I doubt it, bro. I doubt it.
Wolf's ready.
We gotta find the Wolf on the list.
Wolfman. Are you not friends with Wolfman anymore?
Probably deleted him. Just talks too much trash.
Did you unfriend Wolf?
You know, my mom told me. I mean, my friend told me. My roommate told me that you should get the negative people out of your life.
There's Wolfman right there.
So I was like,
are you blind?
Wolf. I was like, this Wolfman guy.
Wolfman.
He's out. I sent game invite. Hopefully,
yeah,
he can see it.
Yeah, Tarantula. He's trying to play Wolf. No Mutt. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Is this Wolf's choice or my choice? Because my choice is to play Mutt. I'm just going on record and saying my choice is to play Mutt.
He's ready. He's ready.
So that's up to you. Once again, huge shout out to Zan. Check out his channel at Forward Progress Madden.
All right, you're in here.
All right, we're going.
So 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Fatigue on. Fatigue on.
Why?
Put fatigue on.
It says off. It starts off.
No, put fatigue on.
No,
that's how you play the game. Put fatigue on and injuries on. That's how it works in MUT. So put it on. That's how every game's ever been played. Put fatigue and injuries on.
Why isn't it on then?
Because they're your terrible settings, probably.
These aren't my settings.
Sure they are. Go ahead. Accelerated clock off.
Do you want me to put even teams on?
No.
Since we're putting everything else on?
No. Accelerated clock off. Weather off. Off. Weather off. Everyone knows those are the rules.
Some guy in the YouTube comments like, Farls, you don't look like you have fun anymore. I'm like, you know what? If you had to sit next to S. Gibbs and he's unreasonable, you would not have fun either.
Everyone, if you think these are reasonable,
random penalties.
If you think these rules, breathe, Gibbs. I would really love to have Hobbits. I would love to have Hobbits right now. If you think that those are reasonable settings, type 1 in the chat. If you think they're unreasonable settings, type 2 in the chat. Thanks.
Why weren't they on then?
That's on you.
Why weren't they on then?
That's on you, bro. That's on you.
We just got sub hype in the building.
People all over the world, join hands. Boom. Start a sub train. Sub train.
Yeah.
People all over the world.
Ooh, we
join
gotta
hands.
Start a sub train. Is the caboose. User pick for days.
All right.
Is the caboose.
Random death.
Looks like Wolf's content on using them Raiders. But
see, look at the chat. Ones for days. And the chat disagrees with you. You're the unreasonable one.
The chat is Jon Snow.
They know nothing. Is Wolf in? I just saw him come in, right?
Should I left trigger this?
Yeah.
Random death. We're correct.
Yes.
All right. Vikings. Chargers. Bears.
Wait. Cardinals.
He's gonna definitely be the Cardinals.
So you're going Chargers.
Who did I get? Vikings. Cardinals.
Chargers.
Might be the Vikings.
All right, they're pretty good. The Vikings are pretty good.
I kind of want to give myself liberty or give myself death.
You should. That's what makes it fun.
But
just
I'm here to win, to be honest.
Yeah.
You've already made me change all my other settings.
Vikings are tough. Probably one of the best teams to use. Wolfman doesn't even show you his playbook. Classic. Wolf. Where are you going to go? Something random you've never used before? Like Chicago?
Maybe.
Use the Bears real quick.
Probably win with it. You know why?
You're going double P? You're going double P scheme?
If I got
Teddy, you don't have the stones to run the scheme that we just showed. You don't have this. We're chirping the scheme and you're not even going to use it. You're going to do that to the chat. You are an embarrassment, sir. Guys, as a reminder, before we start the game of the week, follow the channel. Every time we go live, you will be notified so you can tune in, watch Madden tips, get the game of the week action every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, send your questions over to Farls, hashtag Madden Master. Farls, throw it up on the screen.
Yes, I think that one's been used, this code, but yes. I would really appreciate, guys, if you tweeted at Madden Bible, which is my name, with the hashtag Madden Master. Send me your questions you'd like to see me break down. I know we broke some down tonight, but we can do more. It would mean a lot, and then I'll email some of you, I'll DM some of you guys codes for the EA access. You enter to win by using the correct hashtag and my correct Twitter. That would be awesome. Big shout out to RG, who was on the show last week. We had a blast with RG on the show, and we hope he'll return in the future. He gave out some awesome tips, which you can catch on youtube.com/ZFarls. And thanks big time. I know everyone was really appreciative and respectful of him coming on, and we appreciate his time as a community. We also appreciate his work on the game, and he's a great asset to have.
A fabulous asset, one of the best we could have.
All right, we're going full game screen. Wolf's kicking off to me. I got Cordero Patterson, which I probably said wrong. Trying to get down that left edge. Here we go! Oh, was that not a touchdown?
You got a little. No,
I got jobbed right.
You got a little aggressive with being excited about that. So
that was a touchdown.
Are you worried that Wolfman's going to bring the fire? Are you a little worried?
A little bit.
You're a little worried, right?
A little bit. You never know what a wolf backed into a corner. Gibbs. Wolves are intense animals.
He is.
They
guys, in the chat, I'm putting a link. If you could click it and please retweet this. Please help support the stream. We want to get this chat bumping. We got 1,000 people watching the game of the week between Wolfman and Farls. Please click that link and retweet. Let's get it going. 1st and 10, ball in the 25. Farls comes out in the gun, wide trips, halfback weak. pass. Motions the halfback over. He's going to run the inside zone. Look to get out wide.
We get a touchdown.
He's able to shake and bake. First play of the game. 30 yards, 20-yard line, 10-yard line, touchdown.
About a half an inch from Wolfman hit stick right there. But Adrian Peterson, that was a big reason I selected the Vikings this game. You know, Wolf brought a safety down off that edge. I was able to get the seal. And
seal here, seal there, and then
it hurt him. And when I say you can't give up the big play, guys, like...
Can't do it.
Now it's an uphill battle the rest of the game for Wolf. And hopefully I can get a turnover here, but...
So, yeah, Wolf there came out in the 3-4 under, it looks like, and he called a strong safety blitz off the run side, but it looks like he didn't get him wide enough. So unfortunate for Wolf, that, like you said, like he's in a mental pretzel. You just first play mental pretzel him.
Like, I don't think that run's going to work the rest of the game. He knew where the double P was going, like to the left or to the right. He knew that... Like, he knows what I want to do. He's the head moderator.
Uncle Jesse comes in and says his only skills is banning people. His only skill is bans. Dang.
That hurts.
All right, let's see if Wolf can handle this two-man under D. He's coming out in a three-wide set, probably looking to run some inside zones. Farls, kind of not... Ooh, Anthony Ibar. You got bar.
I do.
Yeah. Get some of the fastest corners in the game.
He's got... The Cardinals are RG's personal selection. And look.
Wide trips weak.
John Brown.
You're going to let him run that?
Yeah, all day. I have to right now because John Brown is in the game matched.
No huddle. So Wolfman going no huddle. He's in the gun. Wide trips weak. Farls looking to stop that by taking a linebacker, blitzing him over on the right edge.
So he can't run double P with...
He's going to run stick, though. And that's the route we talked about earlier on TWIM. That's stick. That's against that matchup, man-to-man. The linebacker is offset in a man-to-man matchup. He's not going to be able to get over to the left flat in time. So Farls, while he's setting up his run defense, he's going to have to adjust to defend the stick route.
Trey Waynes. Perfect.
Waynes is quick.
Yeah, where's Captain Munnerlin?
Wolfman coming back out in the gun trips weak. Second inches fully anticipate some type of inside zone, inside run here. Farls bringing the safety down. He's got to watch out for a deep vertical off the left. Floyd, not the fastest guy in the game, but still an option to target here for Wolf.
Ooh, so that was the drag we talk about, but the QB spy ate it up.
Right now, the chat taunting Wolf. XDibs99 says, "Hey Wolfman, look, I'm using caps. LOL." Wolfman is powerless right now.
Oh my goodness.
He can't jump in the chat and
That's
he cannot.
so cruel.
Oh.
That's like one of the meanest things I've ever actually seen.
Wow.
I might have to give Dibs. I'm gonna laugh, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh, but I might give you 600. Don't feel bad about it.
Here comes another probably inside zone 0-1 trap. Halfback dive. There's the 0-1 trap. Uh-oh.
That's
Crib shot.
No.
Ooh.
So that's something that we talk about a lot. We talk about the 0-1 trap when your opponent sets up inside zone D. How it counteracts it pretty nicely.
So far, the comment of the day goes to XDibs. That's the chat comment of the day. Shout out to that. So he's again coming out. So it looks like he might be in offside.
Screen pass.
That's a free 5 yards for Caps. All right. So Wolfman gets a free 5 yards. I would like to see if Wolf can see that the free safety is up in the box here and take a shot deep. Like, take a shot deep, Wolf.
Shh.
What?
Shh.
Uh-oh.
I've seen this formation.
So in this situation, you got to watch out for those tight end corners. You got it. Oh, inside.
Oh! That was like really loud, huh?
That was so loud.
I yelled, R.I.P.
You always... R.I.P. headphones. R.I.P.
Maybe. I just screamed really loud right there. I'm sorry.
What's up, Matrix? How's it going, pal? Shout out for you.
Wolf plays like me, which is annoying.
He plays, yeah, like a jerk.
Yeah.
Just running inside zones and throwing the ball deep. Right?
It's not fun.
It's not fun.
I think a drag's coming.
No, tight end corner. Out.
Got it.
Up post. Uh-oh. Chris Johnson. There's that. Ball out.
Separate
man from ball.
Harrison Smith.
Let's go.
I needed that turnover, man. Hit off his leg and went out of bounds.
Dead Lissel, I appreciate the hustle, but you can't say that word in our chat, so 600.
Let's go. Need a big play right here. He's getting down into the red zone.
First and 10, Wolf back into the gun trips weak. Farls now adjusting to defend stick. Andre Ellington, 15 yards. Gaping hole in the middle of the field for Andre Ellington. Ball on the 17. Let's see what Wolf... So far, he's looked good in the gun trips. You know it's coming. But it's difficult to stop. True?
It's called Madden, bro. It's called a good scheme in Madden. That's what we taught this man, and
here it is. Back it again. I fully expect. Oh, he's running the Eagles scheme on you? Wolfman is running the Eagles scheme, and it gets.
I hate when we give away a play on TWIM and then it's immediately run against me in the game of the week. That drives me.
And the plot thickens. Wolfman using. Using our own scheme against Farls. The Wolf. Oh, he's got the flat. That's it. Get in there. Too strong, Wolf. Let's go, Wolf, man. Type 1 in the chat for respect for Wolf because Wolf's using the scheme and this guy, Farls, is not. Type 1 for Wolf running the scheme. Let's go. Are you in a mental pretzel? How you doing? How you doing? How's your psyche doing right now? Farls making adjustments. Told me to shush. Not happy.
Inside zone.
Nope, posts. Halfback angle to the halfback. Definitely posts. Posts. There's the angle. Nope, flat post. Pick.
Somebody pick a pass for Joe. Come on.
A lot of ones. People are rooting for Wolf because he's using the scheme and you aren't. What's that? Is that your move? What is that? Is that your move?
Gosh.
Farls is rattled.
Is Farls in a mental pretzel? Farls just had a pick 6, bro. And
you didn't have a pick 6. Gotta be the angle here, Wolf. So second and goal, inside zone. Farls can't get his defender in time position.
Nope.
Touchdown, Wolfman. Good play by Wolf there. Terrible defense by Farls. Farls, what happened on that drive? You couldn't get a stop. What happened?
Can I get
Couldn't get a stop.
the presentation to allow me a little more time to get my defense set up because the camera was spinning. I got motion sick. I thought I was going to throw up. He hiked the ball.
Nope. What are you going to do now? You got to stop him now. Let's go. All right.
I'm so upset.
Here's the kickoff. Tie ball game, 7-7.
I could not be more upset right now.
Let's see if Wolfman can play any type of defense on this next drive and not give up an 80-yard touchdown pass.
Cordero.
Can I get a hot tub?
Who are the Cardinals' corners? Patrick Peterson, obviously.
And, I don't know who the other guys. You got Honey Badger back there, and you got Deion Buchanan. So you got some hitters in the secondary. Falls, was the sun in your eyes on that play? That's what the chat's saying. They're saying you're making up excuses.
Okay.
You're making up excuses.
I'll tell you what wasn't an excuse.
What?
Flat zone shaded underneath with a flat there that was picked.
Should have been better.
Should have been picked.
Should have been better.
In my opinion.
Wolf taunting you to run the double P.
He wants me to.
Taunting you to run the double P. He's saying run the double P. You don't have the stones, you coward. First and 10. Farls doesn't have the stones.
Did he say that?
You don't have. You don't. Look at you. Didn't. You couldn't. Uh-oh. So right now, Wolf doing a great job stopping the run. 2 rushes for 88 yards for Farls. So not very good run D right now from Wolfman. Right now, it's a battle of wide trips, weak formations, inside zones. Wolfman now sets up double P defense. Farls has to call something else here because double P is beat. So he goes to motion inside. Nice user play by Wolf coming through that A gap. Tackles Peterson down in the backfield for only a 3-yard gain. It could have been a lot more. Wolf calling a cover 6 press. Interesting. Farls not talking. 2nd and 7 because he knows he's in a barn burner. He knows he's going up against a monster that he probably can't beat. And let's see what happens. Here we are. Wolf showing some type of press coverage. 2 high safeties. Farls audibling. Probably trying to run a man-to-man beating play here. But we know Wolf loves to call zone coverage. It's been his MO over the years. There's the man. He's calling coverage to sink. He leaves Teddy. Uh-oh.
I think he stepped out, though.
Wolf is not in a good spot here. Wolf gives up a ginormous play from calling cover to sink. We've talked about it previously. Not cover to sink. Cover 6, week show 4. So Wolf, nickel 3-3-5 odd D, gives up a big play. He might have been trying to send pressure off the left edge and didn't work out for him. Farls, I-form tackle over. Gonna play some big boy D here by Wolf. Wolf needs big boy D. We'll see what Wolf comes out in defensively. He's got a 3-down set, looks to be a 3-4. Brings the safety up in the box for extra run. He's not stopping fullback dive though, and that's a problem. Wolf gives Farls the fullback dive. Farls going to go no huddle because that's what you do in this situation. When your opponent doesn't have the fullback dive defense set up, Farls flips it. Wolf still doesn't have it set up properly, and Matt Asiata with a run commit is going to get stuffed. So here we are, ball on the 2-yard line, 3rd and goal.
Need it. Need a big play right here, boys.
Farls needs a big play. Farls, 3rd and goal. Tied ball game, ball on the 2. So far he's dominating this game, but the game is tied. So Wolf doing a good job keeping the game close. See what Farls comes out in here, ball on the 2. You probably like to see some type of run. Keep it safe. It's very difficult to pass in the red zone. Tight quarters here. So Wolf comes out, looks like he's got the fullback dive D set up this time. Let's see what Farls goes to in the situation. 3rd and goal, goes to the toss, gets a block. Wolf can't make the user. Great play call by Farls. What were you thinking there? Did you think he was going to come to the fullback dive D?
I mean, the clamp double goes a tough defense to run a fullback dive against. That's why this week in Madden invented it, especially as Gibbs. And you can catch it on YouTube, but I felt like he was going to go there because I know Wolf watches, and now we called the toss.
He couldn't get over in time. He tried to get over there, but that's the double-headed monster in the red zone, the fullback dive and the quick toss. So good drive there by Farls, goes up 7. Let's see. That I get a little scared there.
So one thing I want to do is, he has Chris Johnson, very fast. I've got Brandon Watts, who I'm going to use her.
Who are you going to man up? Kendricks can't be the guy. Greenway? Brandon Watts? Barr?
We're good. We got Trey Waynes. Terrence Newman's kind of slow, though. Marcus Sherrills can come in the game, potentially. We'll make some plays.
Shout out to 7 Cities in the chat. Appreciate watching the show. Guys, a reminder, follow the channel. When we go live, you'll be notified. Wolf coming out in the split
Inside
slot.
zone, probably.
Split slot here. Let's see what he comes out to. He does have the shovel option out of this formation.
Corner strike.
Halfback angle.
Oh, that could have been a...
We talked earlier on the show, guys, when you run those angle patterns out of the backfield, they're not the best for man-to-man defense because man-to-man does hang on to those routes pretty well in the short field. So let's see if Wolf adjusts to what he's doing here because he knows that Farls is going to be running a lot of man-to-man.
Game's a little laggy.
Classic Wolf. Same set. Let's see. He does have the option to run the double P here.
So I think he's going to run inside zone.
Okay. Yep, there's the inside zone. Doesn't cut it up inside, so now he's in a tough spot. Halfback sweep weak.
Yeah, I thought he was going to use the auto motion one, but he did not.
3rd and 12. This is the difficult part of Madden 16. You get into 3rd and 12, not a lot of plays against cover 2 man that are going to get you the 12 yards needed for the first down. So let's see what Wolf comes out in. He's going to the gun trips offset weak. Nope, he's going to the flip trips eagle, new formation this year in Madden NFL 16. See what Farls has here.
Screen pass.
3rd and 12.
Or corner. Corner to the right off auto motion, potentially.
So we'll let this play develop, and then we'll talk about Farls' thoughts there. So I love Farls' initial thoughts about there being a corner route in the gun flips trip eagles because that's typically where people want to target. Unfortunately for Farls and his read there is no corner pattern in the gun flips trips eagle that would attack where he made that adjustment to. So let's see what Farls comes down to. He brings the safety up in the box, sets up the inside zone D, and gets a big stop on 1st down.
Gibbs, do hook zones stop curls?
Do hook zone stop curls?
Yeah, shade them underneath.
Absolutely.
And also put as many as you can, baseline twice.
I was playing a game a couple weeks ago, or actually a couple days ago, where my opponent was running a hook on the left side. I started taking the linebacker that I typically put in a spy, so I put him in a hook, and the hook took away that curl for the rest of the game. Farls playing a little more zone coverage this time. He sneaks a blitz in, scrambles, and there is the route. Reverse psychology, ladies and gentlemen. Wolf hits Farls on a quick out in the eagle post shot. Right there, Farls not concerned about protecting that sideline. Gives up the big play. Wolf now in a 3rd and 12 situation. This drive was looking dismal, but right here, Wolf gets back into the game. 2 minutes to go in the quarter and a half. Let's see what Wolf goes to here. Goes to stick or halfback. He goes to Eagles verticals.
Great play. It's in the guide.
Didn't catch to the halfback though. 2nd and 12, ball on the 25. Farls setting up a defense here. Looks to set up a blitz off the edge. Wolf running. Looks to be a wide trap potentially. We had a pulling guard. He's going to go no huddle. 3rd and 13. If you're Wolf here, if you're anyone here in the situation, 3rd and 13, you got to just take your points. You got to think, I'll try for the first down, but don't force anything. Farls sends a screamer off the right edge. Wolf does not slide protect properly, does not block a halfback. Farls gets the sack, gets off the field. 4th and 20.
This is an easy mutt field goal. It's a difficult Wolfman lag field goal after that sack, in my opinion.
Let's see what happens here. It's a long field goal, is right. This is. And through the uprights, 4th and 20. We're good. So Wolf gives the ball back to Farls. 2 timeouts. That's enough time, 2 timeouts, for you to move down the field. Minute 27. Correct? You did. Oh! No! You did not! You just turned the game off! You just.
No proof.
You just. No. There's proof. You just. Oh my God. On national live internet? You just turned the game. System game?
No, it's on!
No, what? No! What?
Can't still be on. It was still on.
System gate. You just conceded to Wolf. You got beat so bad you turned it off. System gate. So, oh my God. Talk to your community. Why would you do that?
What honestly happened...
System gate. Wolf wins.
What happened...
Hashtag system gate. Hashtag power button gate. Oh. Faulty Farls strikes again. If that's not the most classic... You can't play him again. You lost.
Yeah.
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 Chat, did Farls lose that game? Wolf, don't accept. See. Wolf, don't accept this challenge. Don't accept this challenge, Wolf. Don't. That's... Wolf wins. Everyone in the chat agrees. Wolf wins. You were afraid you were going to lose, and that's not Wolf of Alabama. That's not him. You were afraid you're going to lose, and you just turned the system off. Power button gate. System gate. I don't know what it is.
I mean, definitely questionable. Mistakes happen out there. You're in the heat of a game. You know, do I know what happened? I'm not sure. I'm not certain. I mean, I was up, getting ball. I mean, Wolfman has terrible internet. Are we sure it's not Wolfman?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard the noise, and we looked, and it went off. Your system turned off.
I mean, it rained all day here. Perhaps.
Stop making excuses.
Florida. Perhaps.
I can't believe you would do that.
Internet.
I can't believe you would do that. Play me.
I'm still undefeated.
You're not undefeated.
Still undefeated. You get to beat the champ. You got to beat him straight up.
You have more excuses in these situations than I've ever seen in my entire life.
You don't get the belt if you get disqualification.
You can't just make up those rules because you were afraid you're going to lose to Wolf.
You don't get...
You were going to lose to Wolf and you got scared, so you turned the system off.
I mean, I'll play him in what?
No! Rematch! Go!
Oh, now you want us to rematch?
Yeah!
Do you want to make up any more rules while we're here?
Me make up the rules. You're the one that turned the system off. You turned the system off. Boxgate. That's what it is. It's Boxgate.
Who puts an Xbox there?
You do. I've talked to you about the setup in here a million times. First of all, you got to move everything over a little bit more. Pull the desk out a little bit. Not have the Xbox right where you can hit it with your foot. You hit that with your big toe, by the way. Your big toe turned the game off. Maybe it should be called Big Toe Gate.
Hey guys, you know, the good news is
what's the good news?
There's no way you can cheat and get away with it with S. Gibbs in the house.
Boxgate.
Him being a Pats fan, he knows all the angles. So you know what I mean. Can't slip anything past this guy.
Oh, good one, Farls.
Pretty good.
You're Boxgate. This is now officially Boxgate.
This can only happen on national live internet.
This is Boxgate. Your big toe is just toe gate. Seriously though, who puts an Xbox right where your toe is?
Bad design.
We need to get an engineer in here. I bet Wolf doesn't even want to play you.
He apparently doesn't.
Yeah, because he knows you. He knows he got the victory. Wolf wins by default. False. Admit to the people that you turned the system
off. That game was an Adrian Peterson 80-yard run waiting to happen, 21-10 at half, game over. Well, now we'll never know. Now we will never know. Some serious shenanigans right there. I might just play Mutt.
Play Wolf in a 2-minute game. Play Wolf in a 2-minute game.
2 minutes, anything can happen.
Play Wolf in a 2-minute game.
2 minutes, anything can happen.
That's what I'm saying. Play him in a 2-minute game.
I don't know.
You're gonna play Wolf and Mutt.
I'm just trying to get a game in, S. Gibbs.
You're the one that quit.
It doesn't matter who wants to play me, when, where, why, how. As long as the game finishes, I'm gonna end on top.
The big question in the chat right now is how big is your big toe? Is it the size of a hammer? Is it the size of this thing? Like how big is your big toe?
14-10. Who puts an Xbox there?
You do.
Real talk.
You do.
Where is Wolfman?
Right there. Boxgate. Toegate. Chiefs fence is here?
Chiefs fence still alive?
I was chirping the other day on Twitter because
I know, he said he would smash
He did say he was going to stop by.
And potentially smash you.
No, not true. God. Tough, Farls.
That's why I recommend people show up to TWIM Studios to play live.
Tweezy's going to come in here, and Tweezy's going to book a flight right now and come play you.
You gotta lock in, dude.
Tough. Farls gate.
Let me power this thing off. Look, man, no hands.
Why would you do that?
Because we need to give it a quick restart. Because Wolf and I can't connect. Because Wolf wants no piece of this.
Guys, as a reminder, follow the channel so you can see Farls quit more games in the future.
True. It happens. It happens all the time. That was a frustrating event right there. I felt like we had a shot. Shout out to the Brain Trust. Zan's coming in with the I-form close scheme. Check out his channel at Forward Progress Madden on YouTube and Twitch. You can catch him on the EA Stream Team as well.
Edric goes, interview the Xbox. The truth will shine.
The Xbox is probably going to be like, if Farls puts his toe on me one more time, I'm going to freak out.
Wolfman says, I'll beat you twice in one night. Sure. Farls, you're under an investigation right now. You're on probation. That's embarrassing that you would turn a game off like that on national live internet.
It's the first game I've never finished in my Madden career.
So you're admitting that you quit that game?
No, I'm just saying it didn't finish. I don't know what happened. I mean, Wolfman has shoddy internet at best.
Tough.
More probable than not, I was stretching my legs. And S. Gibbs.
I couldn't be happier that you lost to Wolf in that game. Like,
we're on to the next game. Bro.
So right now, Wolf leads the series 1-0. You're down 0-1. Yes, that's how it works.
No.
You
maybe
quit.
a half game to none.
You quit. You're out. Forward progress, Madden. Zan has sent the email for the Brain Trust. It will be delivered after the show, or tomorrow, or sometime.
For the fans waiting, I'm gonna hook them up with a EA Access code for Xbox One. This will get you EA Access, which is an app on this bad boy. Will allow you to download some of the newer EA Sports games up to 5 days early. Will also allow you to check out the old vault of some of the games that are in the older titles in the vault. You can check those out.
Tough. So what happens on National Live Internet. Farls Rage quit. Golden State of Mind's not happy. Not happy about it. Got another EA Access code in. Someone claim it. What if I told you one of the most respected guys in community also cheats too?
So devastating. So devastating.
Cranky Llama. Yeah, listen. Falls is about that salt life.
We're gonna have to lock back in with Wolfman right now. Get it done. Get it popping. Gibbs, talk about your top 5 MUT receivers real quick. Who do you disagree with? Like, do you put flashback to Sean Jackson on this list? Do you like what prototype, what body type are you looking for? Maybe that we didn't cover, or what do you think?
I would probably move the Bryant ahead of the Megatron. I like the way that Bryant plays. It's not to say that the Megatron's not good. I just think that the Bryant, from what I've seen, he goes up. He makes plays. Like the OBJ. Yes, he's a 99 overall, so he's the best player in the game right now. But he lives up to the hype. I think the Bryant kind of lives up to that 93 rating, where the Megatron, like, he's good. He's good. It's similar to like the Bryant.
Not enough of an upgrade from his 89.
I think it's enough of an upgrade. I think the 89 plays above an 89. I think that's how good that Bryant is. So I really like the Bryant, maybe up at 4, maybe more Megatron at the 5, in my opinion.
It's devastating, folks. It's a devastating.
Oinky just said Farls. I used to look up to you. Now Gibbs is the new sensei.
It's killer, man. It's killer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, tough things happen out there. You got to just keep battling. You got to get back on the saddle.
You should play a 2-minute quarter game.
Anytime you can be up 14-10 with the ball, you gotta like it, even if the game doesn't complete. You know, you gotta just put yourself in the best chance you can be to get a dub, and that's where I felt like we were tonight. But I'm just looking forward to the next game.
Don't change the subject. Golden State of Mind's asking you not to change the subject.
What does he want me to talk about? Banana peppers?
No,
I'll freak out about banana peppers.
Why you quit the game?
I didn't quit, bro.
Hardware
malfunction.
Some would say that you did quit the game.
How do I know it wasn't your toe?
It was not my toe.
You're the smelliest feet last weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
When?
Last Sunday. Your feet
did they?
Stunk.
Where?
All up in here.
Oh, did they?
Up in here.
Likely story.
You want what? 2 minutes?
You should play a 2-minute game at
2-minute game?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's how much time was actually left.
You said so?
Play the 2-minute game.
So am I up 14-10 with ball?
No, you're starting over, starting fresh. This is what they want. 2-minute game.
The chat, I've not seen one person in the chat type 2-minute game. You're just making that up.
No, I'm not.
It's more probable than not that you made that up.
No, it's not.
3 minutes.
No, 2 minutes.
Why?
Because that's what the chat wants.
There's not one person in the chat that's written that.
Chat wants 2-minute game type 1. Chat wants 3-minute game type 2.
Wolf wants a 4-minute game. See?
2-minute game, see? Danger Chris knows.
4-minute game, duh.
2-minute game, J. Andrew. Balsamic Minute, he wants 2.
Chat wants 4. 2-minute game stinks.
2 minutes. Look at all the 2s. Look at all the 2s.
No 2 minutes.
All right, a lot of 4 minutes. Okay, fine, 4. Fine.
I'm a man of the people.
Is that why you shut the game off? Also? That's also why you shut the game off?
I think you hit it to make me look bad.
I literally can't get over there with my foot.
You don't know that.
I do know that. I'm trying to get there right now.
What, you have tiny legs?
I don't have tiny legs. 4-minute games. See, the chat is split on game length. Fact. A 20-minute game. Mental pretzel, 5-minute quarters. Random death again. You know, no. That's not how it works. It's a new game. This is a new teams. Fact. Both of you get random teams. Eagles or Steelers?
Steelers.
You're not gonna go death? Give you liberty, give you justice, give you death?
No.
All right.
I ain't playing. No.
Real NFL game, 3 hours. Let's go. We're not. No, we're wearing shoes, Stick Gravy. Look, or we're wearing socks. Look.
Yeah, we're in house. We're not animals.
Savages.
I don't even know what playbook I use anymore. He's got Dolphins or Ravens or Death. Let's see. Please be Death and just get
Ravens are
terrible,
solid.
and then I can just baptize you, please.
Ravens are very good. Especially when you play someone that just wants to run the ball.
In New England.
This guy. You can't accept that you quit. The Golden State of Mind is not going to let you forget about it. You're about that soft life.
It's more probable than not that S. Gibbs' foot.
You can't turn this on me.
He's got Perryman.
He has Perryman.
Ugh, and the Steelers' secondary is so slow. We're gonna get Perryman.
You're gonna get destroyed. I hope he beats you by 50.
That would make me so sad, though. Remember to follow the channel, guys. Every Wednesday night at 8 when we go live. This game's loading in. You can send me over your Twitter questions. Hashtag Madden Master. Send them to @MaddenBible for this Friday on Madden NFL Live. I've got some EA access codes if you guys tweet me. I'll enter some random ones and DM you guys.
Up for chat comment of the night comes from Aries Awesome. I mean, does the quarterback really matter? He's just going to quit anyways.
I got Trey Archer.
How do you?
And Michael Vick.
How's that feel for us?
I'm just here for the two mans. He's got Perryman at kick returner. That's devastating. I got Ryan Shazier though.
Go.
Oh! That would hurt. I'm definitely gonna spotlight Perryman, Yana Yankee. Dre Archer. Did I call him Dre Archer? Dre Archer.
Dre Archer. It's Dre.
It's
Dre. Jarvis Jones. You got Harrison, who's 70 speed.
Sweet baby Jim.
You gotta put Harrison over there, right? Or Bud Dupree. Bud Dupree's the dude.
Yeah?
He's pretty good.
He's not morphed right now.
He's not. You got Shazier. Uh-oh.
They don't even have, like...
He doesn't even have Perriman.
Shut
He doesn't even have Perriman in the game. What?
Please.
Who?
Be quiet.
Who?
You.
Oh, okay. What? What?
Shh.
What?
Shh.
Why?
Shh.
Alright, I'll just leave. Is that good? You want me to leave? I'll just leave.
Shh.
I'm good. I can go home.
Shamarko, very good. Please don't give my opponent ideas. Other than that, you may speak. My house.
Farls calling all the shots tonight. Quits games. Play action. Wants you to oh, what?
Got me.
Love it. Good. Justice.
Justice how?
It is justice. It's justice. It's justice. Runs your own play against you. Justice. Steve Smith against your terrible corners. Love it. I love that. I hope Wolf destroys you, like by 75 points. I hope he just never stops running out of more touchdowns. He just keeps hitting you with more touchdowns. Bam, bam, bam.
You would like that, huh?
I would. Uh-oh. You better get over there, Farls.
Or I could have my flat zone. Play it perfect.
Terrible play, Wolf. As Corey says, dot. Let's go. Alright, 2nd and 12. Wolfman needs to get Perriman in the game. Running the gun wide trips weak formation out of the Eagles playbook.
Wide trap. Not a wide trap. There's Perryman. course Gibbs wants Wolf. Gibbs wants nothing more than to see me actually lose a game on this national spotlight. He can't handle his defeats this season. He doesn't take them well. He just sits there and mopes, gets all quiet like a little baby. And he doesn't appreciate seeing the Farls machine win because he doesn't think I play a great brand. But, you know, that's... Uh-oh. Corner strike, he dropped it. Let's go. And now Gibbs is going to sulk and get all sad. But then he's going to stop sulk and get all sad and go, hey! Oh, this Wolfman is going to hopefully pump me the ball because it's 4th and 12.
He's going to go for it.
Of course he's going to go for it. He's the Wolfman.
Ooh, someone unbanned Ram. That's a bad timeout. Someone untimeout Ram. 4th and 12. Wolf in trouble. Playmaker Wolf. Oh, he got unlucky there. Wolf got unlucky.
Did you say that?
Wolf got unlucky.
Oh.
Wolf, See, the chat knows. They think you're being ridiculous.
How?
Chat knows.
How?
Stevie says, yo, punch the dude across the face, Gibbs.
How?
You keep telling me, you keep going, shh, shh.
Yeah.
Should I not talk?
No, but you shouldn't tell Wolf.
Should I not talk?
Exactly
I should just not talk.
What to do. You should not tell Wolf exactly what to do. That's
I'm not telling what to do. I'm not telling what to do.
He's listening.
He's not listening.
He told me he was going to listen.
He's not. He doesn't listen.
He texted me.
That's not what he does.
I am going to listen to this.
That's not what he does. Wolfman has more respect for the game.
He's got integrity?
Yeah. Oh boy, he just... Yes! Yes!
Great integrity right there.
Yes!
Great integrity right there.
Love it. Good play, Wolf. Let's go.
I'll block 8 next time instead of 7.
Yes! Wolf is always listening. 2nd and 19. Farls gonna see what he does here. Playing Michael Vick. Interesting strategy. Interesting strategy. Not going with Big Ben. Uh-oh, Archer. Uh-oh. Get loose. Ball's out. Love it. Good hit stick, Wolf. Go, go, stick. Get some stick, Wolf. Get some stick. Let's go. I hate it when Farls wins. Anytime he gets a win, I die a little bit inside. A little bit inside of me dies every time. Wolf inside zones. Let's go, 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 go. Yes. I brought Wolf onto this game for one reason and one reason only. To beat this man down. Get him off his Madden high horse. Bring Wolf in. Mano-y-mano. Take him out. The only way Farls can stop Wolf is by quitting the game and turning the system off. Wolf too strong on the sticks, getting the user hit stick fumble. Unfortunately couldn't carry it home. Aries awesome. Yeah, he might stretch his legs. You never know. Listen, I'm gonna watch his toes. I'm on toe watch. I'm on toe watch. Okay, ample room. We got ample room. There's also the opportunity where he might just pull the plug, right? Straight from the wall. Might straight from the wall pull the plug. Farls' hand is getting tighter by the second. 3rd and 1. Farls in the cover 2. Good defense by Farls there. Wolf checks down to the quick drag. We talked about that earlier in the show. He made an adjustment. He has a corner, streak, and a flat on the right. A blue in the backfield, and he dragged the far left as the secondary read. Farls plays cover 2, which is going to help him protect the flats in that short yard situation. Unfortunately, doesn't get it. Gets the big hit stick, but does not get the turnover. Inside zone for set. Quick 5 yards. No huddle, no huddle, no huddle. This is the gun split offset in the Eagles playbook we talked about earlier in tonight's show. Farls giving the left edge. Wolf going to shakes. He goes to the table route. Farls not happy about that. Probably in a cover 2. Not happy. 3rd and 3. Big play of the game. Let's see what Farls goes to. I might pull the cord. I got one free pull the cord in me, right? Good play by Wolf.
Really?
Inside zone. Farls not really, saying it's not a good play. First and goal, Farls protecting. He can see. Oh, screen. He doesn't cover the flat.
Of course I covered the flat.
Of course
and
he covered the
down.
flat. And he shaded down. But the number one rule, if you want to protect the flat, you don't play zone, you play man-to-man. That's number one rule. Let's go. We need a foot cam. Need it. Here it is again, second and goal. Split, offset, end of the quarter. Right now, Farls in a big-time mental pretzel. Big time. Need it. The chat can see it. The chat, if you haven't seen Farls this rattled in a long time, type 1. If Farls looks calm, cool, and collective, type 2 in the chat. Farls just typed a million 2s. Farls is in his own head. RG's asking for foot cam. When RG's against...
Somebody give me a big 6 for once, please!
On what?
On a flat zone shaded underneath.
On clamp double go?
On a flat zone shaded underneath to the worst flat pattern I've ever seen in my entire life that he's now thrown 6 times in the last game and a half. Like, let me get a pick. That's a corner. What's up?
Everyone knows you're so rattled. He can't handle it right now. Wolfman coming out third and goal. Ball on the 7.
Offsides.
Trey offset. See what Wolf checks down to. Needs 7 yards for the touchdown. Farls, double clamp, go. Wolf, halfback angle, touchdown. That's the play we just talked about on TWIM. Great route combinations by Wolf. We talked about how great of a play and a great route that is to the halfback is against these zone blitzes that people are dialing up. Wolf goes to it in a big situation. Farls not ready for it. Touchdown City. Touchdown, 7-0 good guys. Let's go, Wolf.
Using the play from TWIM.
And right now, Wolf has him rattled because Farls knows the hit sticks are coming. Hit sticks are on deck. Wolf notoriously has one of the best hit sticks in the community every single year. Farls knows it, and there's nothing he can do about it. And the chat is chanting dot, dot, dot. And this is about time where we've seen the toe come into play in previous games. Let's go. Tweezy is on Team Farls now. Let's go. Ooh, Wolf. Plays a little man-to-man defense there. Farls going a halfback wheel. Gets the wide receiver corner and gets the table route. The ever-popular table route, one of the best routes in the game. For a 5-yard gain. Puts himself in a manageable second down. Guys, I got the toe. I'll watch the toe. That's my job. Watch the toe. Topher, I wanted people to chant dot. One guy said dot. I wish people were chanting it. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 24. Wolf shows press. Farls in gun split close. Let's see what he goes to here. Wolf. 2 high safeties. Farls blocks the halfback. Targets the corner. Going deep. 2 high safeties. Let's see. Wolf. Tree Archer. Incomplete pass. Wolf had the deep safety there. Farls, though, saw the speed advantage with Tree Archer in the slot. Took advantage of it, but the deep safety was in position to make a play. If Wolf took that safety away, he would have been in trouble there. 3rd and 5. Ball on the 24. Wolf showing press coverage again. Split close for Farls. Let's see what he checks down to. Good playmaker by Farls. 3 playmakers by Farls. And a great little touch pass. Was they going to dig it in there? Picked off by the safety. Little too much there, Will Hill. And right now, it is looking bad for ZFarls. He might get shut out in this game. Let's go, Wolf. Let's go, Wolf.
We're going to need to see a replay of that after the game. That was a possession catch.
Oh.
That was picked. That's nonsense.
Oh, Wolf. Yes! Hashtag rattled. Get it going to the chat. Let's go. Ben Hove. Dot. Oh, man. The chat is now chanting dot. It's legit. Wolf, once again, coming out in the gun trips. Offset. He's going to target the downfield receiver. Wrong receiver, Steve Smitty. Touchdown, Wolf. Is that a parry bomb? Was that a parry bomb? And Wolf is just pushing it to Farls. Right now, Farls, I've never seen him so rattled. Doesn't know what to do. 14-0. Whoo! Another dot by Wolf. A parry bomb down the sideline. Look at all the dots in the chat. Oh, man. Parry bomb from Wolf. Oh. Uh-oh. Archer getting loose. That's gone. He's gone. And that's right there. That's what Drew Archer will do. And just like that, Farls right back in it. Wolf gets a little luck on his parry bomb. Farls gets a little luck on his kick return. In a battle of the speedsters. Just like that, Farls right back in it. Right dot right there. Wow. Dang. And chat screaming dot again. Wow. Kobe. Quick Kobe. And RG gives you good stuff, Farls. Battling back. That's a good return. And SNA exclusive knows, he says you gotta Gibbs kick it. It's fact. You gotta Gibbs kick. There's no choice. You prevent the kick return. You can't give up a kick return up 14-0, Wolf. Can't do it. Alright. Farls. Let's see if he can stop the offense from Wolf. The offense that we gave Wolf. Wolf running it against us on National Live Internet.
Who's us? You got a mouse in your pocket?
We're no longer a team? Just because I want you to lose, that doesn't. We're not a team?
No shot.
No shot? Chat, how salty is this guy? He's living salt life. He's hashtag salt life. Should I go get the shirt and throw it over him? Because he's living that salt life. Foot cam's coming in hot. Alright, flip trips eagle again from Wolf. Farls coming in again, showing that press coverage style defense. Nice little user by Farls on the sideline. Wolf comes back to the slant. Nice route combination there by Wolf. We talked earlier, guys, we talked about not being a one-read pony. If Wolf was a one-read guy on that play, he would have checked down to the halfback. Farls did an amazing job at defending the halfback route, but because Wolf had that secondary read over the middle of the field, he stayed calm in the pocket, didn't hit his halfback out of the backfield for his first read, delivered a strike for about 30 yards. Ball on the 32. Quick flat pass. What a nice little route there by Wolf to the sideline. Against the blitz style defense in the 4-3 under from Farls. Right now, Farls, he's not only in a mental pretzel, but he's like the salt crumbs at the bottom of a mental pretzel bag. You know what I'm talking about? All that salt. He's that salt right now. Blitz from Farls, and he gets a heater through the edge, and that's a big blitz for Farls because now it's 2nd and 17. This puts Wolf in a terrible situation to get a touchdown. He's still in a position to get a field goal, but 2nd and 17 is a lot to overcome with 2-man under coverage. 2nd and 17. Ball on the 28. Wolf coming back out in the offset week. Looks like he's going to the wide dig, and great little user play, but Farls gets the two guys defending the deep streak. Gets the break up here. 3rd and 17. Juncap's still not happy about the Banana Peppers comments. Just thinks Farls is a Banana Pepper elitist.
A little bit, to be honest.
That's what Farls is right now. He's the salt in the mental pretzel bag. He's at the bottom of the bag, all the little leftover salt crystals. Farls is those crystals. He's in the mental pretzel bag of salt. Nice check down by Wolf. You just got to get to him and break a tackle. Good check down by Wolf there. Runs curl flat. He should just kick the field goal in this situation. You take the points, you go up 2 scores. Farls still plenty of time here. This is about the time where Toegate happened. This is about the time where Farls towed the system.
Except the score. Everything but the score.
That's on you, bro. That's on you. Because we literally were like, okay, 2 timeouts, minute 27, plenty of time to score.
With the lead, with the ball.
Next thing you know, Toegate. Toegate, boom. Yeah, that was a nice check down by Wolf there, but didn't get the first, didn't get all of it. Out of nowhere. RKO out of nowhere. Xbox off out of nowhere. Farls making some substitutions. If you guys are wondering, the playbooks these guys are using Farls is in the Colts offensive playbook and the Patriots defensive playbook. Wolf is using the Eagles offensive playbook and the Patriots defensive playbook. Wolfman audibling his defense, changing up. He dives. That's a big mistake by him.
Pretty bold strategy right there.
Farls is able to gash the defense in the middle of the field for a big 6-yard gain. Clock is moving. Farls 2 timeouts. Wolf has 3 timeouts. So Farls does have the ability to stop the clock whenever he wants in this situation. Farls audibly. Wolf showing 2 men under coverage. Farls scrambles, makes a great user, trying to get Archer matched up against a slower linebacker. Great little patience in the pocket there, out of the pocket by Farls. Gets the big first down, first completed pass of the game. Ball on the 49, we're approaching field goal position, needs about 10 to 15 yards to get into field goal range. Runs the double P with Vic, and he keeps it, and he's gone. That's a touchdown. That's a get legs. Great double P there by Farls. And right now, Wolf, all through timeouts, he needs to start thinking opposite of what he had to try to get a lockdown here. He's got timeouts to stop the clock. Farls, 2 timeouts. 40 seconds remaining. He's got to feel good about that last play. Gives the ball to Williams for a short gain. 4 yards, actually. 4 yards on the play. Wolf keeping 2 high safeties, interesting strategy. Let's see what Farls checks down to. He's going to go to the pass. He's got Big Ben. He's scrambling, and he's going to throw for a touchdown pass to DeAngelo Williams with a beautiful playmaker there. It looked like Wolf left the halfback uncovered and had a flat in the left flat. Interesting defense there by Wolf, and probably not enough time on the clock here to really do anything, even with 3 timeouts. So kind of poor clock management there by Wolf. 3 timeouts. You got to probably think about taking those timeouts there. So that might have hurt him. You can't use these timeouts later. You can't take them and use them next game. So you got to use them when you can. So let's see what he has here. Perriman though. Chat likes that play by Farls. Farls has some of the best playmakers in the nation. Spartan Dog, this is some high level Madden. Let's go. Dotberg clutch from Golden. Farls going quarters 3 deep. Guys, if you're in the chat, this is a great recommendation here. If it's at the end of the half or even end of the game, really you got to start checking, think about going to quarters 3 deep and protect the deep part of the field, because really the only thing
he was going to throw that
your opponent can do is just chuck it deep and hope for something good to happen. You don't want to get beat deep here. That's where you go to the quarters 3 deep and just kind of run downfield to try and protect the deep part of the field. Wolf. Go! Oh my gosh, Wolf. Almost had a... What is he doing?
What's he going to do with that?
Classic. Wolf has the timeouts. He takes them to halftime. He'll use those next game. No, he won't. We do need a toe emoji. So Wolf is about to give this game away because Farls looks strong in his last drive. Looks like he cracked the defense against Wolf with some playmakers and a big shovel option run. And let's see what he can do here. If Farls scores on this drive, I don't think Wolf has the firepower offensively to come back and beat Farls, especially when he's got the double P working like he's got it working right now. Double P scheme is very difficult to stop. You have to worry about the shovel option off the left edge. You also have to worry about the inside zone off the right edge. or up in the middle of the field. So Farls really stretching the defense here for Wolf. Wolf has to protect against a lot of different things right now, and he's just getting absolutely gashed by the run.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like Wolf has a real answer here. He had a great user stick, hit stick in the early part of the game, but he's really showing his weakness here and being able to stop this running scheme from Farls. Farls goes back to the double P. He's just going to concede to Big Ben there, and Big Ben takes a big hit.
There.
And he's hurt. And he's hurt. In comes Vic. In comes Vic. Inside zone to Le'Veon Bell. And someone needs to fly in Wolf some run D because he is struggling right now to stop Farls in this rushing attack. When you got Le'Veon Bell, D'Angelo Williams, and Dre Archer, you run the magic bean. 1st and 10, ball in the 33. Farls passing, drops back, 4 verticals. Has no one open. Playmakers, and throws it away. He threw that to the wide receiver, hopefully making a play, but he did throw it away. Big Ben, upper arm bruise. Might be a tough spot to bring him back in the game if he might have some bad throws. 2nd and 10, Farls coming out in the gun trips weak. Wolf has to protect against the run, the double P, and all the passing sets that Farls has from this formation. Farls motions Bell out of the backfield. Never done that before, but you know what? Now Wolf's thinking about it. Leaving one-on-one island on the outside to Martavius Bryant. Farls checks down. Inside zone. Up the middle. Wolf pass commits like an absolute clown. So Farls, did you motion him out to get him to pass commit?
No, I just want more yards though, please, next time. Thank you.
3rd and inches. Farls wants more yards next time. Let's see if Wolf comes out in any type of defensive stop short yard situations. Farls needs the 1st down, needs a touchdown. He's in field goal range, so he's got to feel good about that. You don't want to take a risk here on 3rd and inches. You got to at least tie the game. If you're in a situation like this, don't get greedy. You got to just think, got to tie the game. Got to tie the game. That's your main mindset in this situation. Farls, Wolf calling quarters. Questionable, or Big Dime Wolf for 6. Questionable strategy there by Wolf. Chat yelling at Wolf to stop pass committing. And Farls showing his gusto here with the ability to run the ball whenever he wants. First and 10. Farls flips the formation. Archer in motion. Snap. Inside zone. Off the left edge. Wolf tries to get the hit stick. Farls cuts it back inside for about a 4 to 5 yard gain, 2 yard gain. Right now, Le'Veon Bell 6 rushes for about 40 yards. Right now, Farls taking what he wants on the ground, and Wolf really can't do anything about it. Wolf might be setting up Farls right now to get the ball last possession of the game and get out of here with a George W. Farls audibling. Flips the formation. Sends Wheaton in motion. Bell in the backfield. Farls drops back. Runs 4 verticals. Looks to make a play. Chucks a playmaker. Great little playmaker. Right now, Farls' playmaker ability is winning him this game. He's about to punch it in and go up 4 points. 21 to 17. Unless Wolf can play some stout 1 yard line D. Wolf, field goal block it looks like, and he just concedes it. He had the gap covered, but then he checked out. And Farls got to feel good about that drive. Took the entire third quarter, took the entire time of the third quarter up from this game. And now he's got to play lockdown D. Right now, Wolf not looking good for Wolf right now. Farls looks to be in that zone. Offense is working. He got a pretty good defensive stop last time. You got Wolf to chuck it a couple times. Let's see what happens here. Gotta watch the toe. Last time Farls had a lead like this, he towed it. And Perriman. Oh, Perriman was this close to cribbing it. Crib it.
Tell people to follow the channel.
Guys, follow the channel if you like this type of Madden competition. We are live every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. This is ZFarls. I'm S. Gibbs. Don't forget to send your questions to this man right here at Madden Bible. He will be on Madden NFL Live on Friday. Tweet hashtag Madden Master. Any question you have in Farls, we'll look to answer those questions on the show. Uh-oh.
Ew.
Read option with Joe Cool.
Triple option.
Triple option goes to the left, I think.
I'm going to let him run that again, and I'm going to give him the quarterback. Corner strike.
Good play by Farls.
It doesn't get much better than that.
And now, Farls, the chirping now starts again. And here it comes. Quiet all game, telling me to shush. You shush. You shush and play the game.
It doesn't get much better than that.
Great play by Farls. But listen, earlier in the game, when things weren't going his way, he was complaining. He was being a big baby about everything. He was shushing his co-host, just shushing me all game long. Shush.
It doesn't
and
get
now
much
when
better
things
than
are going his way, he starts chirping again.
Guys,
now he starts chirping.
I beg of you.
Great play. If you like that play, follow the channel. That was a great play. And now Mrs. Madden Bible coming in and shushing me. I'm getting shushed by everybody. When's Rooney gonna come in and shush me? Rooney? Are you here, Rooney?
We can't have dogs in here. Sub hype from C Colombo, the man. Shout out to C Colombo.
You shush.
With the sub hype. Appreciate that, man. Take a look in your email after the show tonight. Zan's update to the Brain Trust is coming in hot. I really want to pass here. I feel like I'm playing well. I feel like...
Since when did you start talking again? Since when? No. Shh. Play the game.
I can't believe I made that pick.
That wasn't that great of a play.
Are you kidding me?
You ran to the corner. Good job. You called it out. Good job.
That's come on.
Wolf has no run D.
I know. I want to pass though.
Yeah. Someone needs to fly Wolf and run D.
I want to pass, but I'm up 3. I'm already in field goal range, and I'm a field goal away.
You're up 4.
I know. I'm a field goal away though from going up the whole touchdown. I can probably score by running the ball. I can probably score by passing, but it opens up more harm than, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? I just realized that I love it when Farls loses because that means he doesn't talk, right? Like now he's chirping. Now he's chirping in my ear. Blah 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 blah. Wolf. Put the guy behind the linebacker, Wolf. What are you doing? Oh my God, this is bad, Wolf. Wolf, you know the setup.
Metal Mechanic Subhype wants that Zan update. Let's go.
Wolf, you know the setup and you're doing it wrong. Shh. Oh, really? Really? You're gonna shush me?
Yeah. That's what I'm having Big Ben. I'm having Big Ben let you know.
You have...
I know, I could probably...
Le'Veon Bell.
I mean, when you get a Le'Veon Bell, you gotta feed Le'Veon Bell.
Wolf is in the mental pretzel.
Definitely.
God. Not only do we have toe gate, we also have gate. Okay? We have toe gate and we have gate. God, Wolf probably not gonna call timeouts. Like, oh my God, Wolf. Just out of bounds.
Yeah, I tried to stay in. Not a huge mistake. Not with 3 timeouts. If I score a touchdown, that's not a mistake at all. I needed the first down. I tried to cover up with RB and stay in bounds, but
it's like he doesn't know that you're gonna run the ball.
I mean,
what if you just kneel, mental pretzel, and kick a field goal?
I could.
You could.
I could.
That would be that's a classic Farls move, but you're not in that type of mood tonight. Wolf just getting eaten alive. Shh, gate. Shh, gate. What's up, G-Father? Wolf. Flat. Farls takes a penalty. Ball on the 11.
Didn't want to.
Dirty Bert's in the house.
Dirty Bert.
Dirty Bert. Dirty. You know what that means? That means bad things are going to happen for Farls. Dirty Bert shows up. Bad things happen for Farls. Wolf's in trouble here. Oh, he gets a block shed.
Okay.
And he gets a 2-minute warning. 2nd and goal. Ball on the 11. Gosh. Dimitri asking for mod. You can't just come in, Dimitri, and ask for the mod.
No, Mayo Man's like way ahead of you.
No, Mayo Man's way ahead.
I know, but he hasn't been here the last 3 times. But then he was here
last night.
I know, and I was like, "You're here now? I needed you. I need you to pass."
Thick Gravy said, "Can someone tell these guys to shh? I'm trying to watch the game." Come on, Wolf.
I had to go out.
Out of
I had to go out.
Out of bounds. Oh. If I know Farls, he runs the ball here. If I know Farls, he runs the ball here.
The only reason I want to run the ball here is because Wolf did put a guy, like a flat could hurt me here, and Wolf did put a guy in the flat wicked randomly last.
You never know what Wolf's gonna do, to be honest.
He's rogue. He goes rogue.
Probably, I have zero confidence in him to stop here. Like, he's just gonna let you get a touchdown, like right there, like scramble and touchdown. Love it. Yes. I'm gonna check the toe. All right, we're clear. Clearance on the toe. Clearance on the toe. Hey, we're good. Farls gives him a shot. Wolf's got a chance here. You know what? I bet Wolf, when he gets a touchdown, he's gonna go for 2. He can go for 2. What's up, Superman? Perry. Perriman. Uh-oh. Oh.
That never feels good.
It never feels good.
That inside spin's pretty sharp.
The chat should determine this for Wolf. If Wolf scores, he goes for 2. You know he's doing it. Metal Mechanic, you've been waiting your whole life for this, Wolf. Take it to him. Go for 2. Real talk, guys. I was in a Madden Challenge game one time. I was in the first or second round of the playoffs. It was in Indianapolis. Going to
Spotlit Perry. Spotlit Perry. Spotlit Perry. Spotlit Perry. He's gonna throw back across the middle.
Go.
Good play.
I'm in the Madden Challenge game. This guy gets the ball. He puts up a 2.
Spotlit Perry. Spotlit Perry.
Gets 2, beats me. Farls.
Spotlit Perry. He ran it. We're in trouble.
Oh,
We're in trouble. We're in trouble.
Wow, we need a bigger boost there. Come on. I don't like the no huddle here by Wolf.
Spotlit Perry.
Farls spotlighting Perry. To run the motion. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not...
That's not a bad matchup. That's, yeah, Timmons.
Good point, JR. Good point. 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's 3rd down, huh?
I should have said that, I guess, as the announcer, because now I give Farls an advantage.
True. I had no idea.
Here it is, 3rd and 3. Wolf needs 3 yards. Farls setting up some defense, bringing Mitchell into the box. Rotates over. He's got the angle. He's going the angle. He's got it out. And Farls gets a pick, and that's it. Wolf.
That's almost it.
Classic Wolf. Chokes it away. Scores 3 points in the second half. Farls. QB kneels. And Wolf. Down goes Wolf. I bring in my guy, and he can't get the win. It's over. The game's over.
Nah, I gotta punt it back to him with like a couple seconds left.
Oh, but Wolf and Farls saying good game already. Classic Wolf falls victim to 4th quarter Farls yet again.
I mean, you gotta say, made some good plays. We need to explore that.
No, we don't. We're gonna tow it. We're gonna tow it. We're not looking at it. We're gonna tow it.
You gotta see the Shazier pick, man.
The Shazier pick was not that good. You ran to the corner. Good job. Good job. You called it out. You made a play. Good job.
Wait till you see it, man. Trust me. It was legit.
J.O., I would say get ready, J.O. A little bit of me died on the inside. Appreciate you, seven cities.
J.O. going live after this?
Yup. on Twitch, twitch.tv/EA Sports.
We'll host that bad boy. There was a play in the half the other day where I had shoe clock on with like 17 seconds left.
Yeah.
I brought it down to like 2 seconds. I was like, oh, freaking out. All right, so we're gonna punt this ball. This is literally the Michigan game. We actually took the flag. Probably didn't want to do that, but
Took the flag? Why not?
I'd rather take a timeout, I would say, because we have extras and we don't want to go back to 5 yards. But
They're in punting formation.
Tough.
it's a pretty good punt. 3 yard line or so. Try to kick it a little higher, give it a little bit more time. If I had screwed that up, that would have been sad. 7 seconds left.
Wolf, no timeouts. He needs a prayer. Oh, living on a prayer. He's got a parrot bomb in him. Hey, Wolf, living on a prayer. Get a penalty. Come on, penalty. God.
So I want to thank everyone that believed in me. I want you to know I read the entire chat that whole time you guys were saying mean things about me. And
You were being mean.
I was just playing the game.
No, you weren't. You were shushing me. The
I was
chat
playing
didn't
the game.
appreciate it. I didn't appreciate
No,
it.
the chat did appreciate it
No, they
because you
didn't.
were giving Wolf inside information
Was not.
about the game.
Was not. I was not.
You were
doing that.
indeed.
No, I was not.
You've done that. There's no way Wolf could have known and practiced this scheme this fast. First of all. Secondly, there's no way...
We showed it on Sunday. We've been labbing it ever since.
I disagree. I think the play of the game was...
You cheated in the first game, so you're 1-1. You guys are tied. You guys are tied. 1-1.
We got him. We forced on the first play of the game. On his first drive, we stopped him, and then we put in Dre Archer. Forgot we had Le'Veon Bell, I guess, and we fumbled. So that was pretty stupid. But I think he scored. So he scored. He's up 7-0. I playmaker, the receiver. I throw this with a nice touch pass rather than going for the aggressive because I am absolutely could not be more wide open. I do possession catch.
You're not wide open, though. You're not wide open.
It's an overthrow. All right, I thought he caught it and ripped it out. The next play, Wolf hits Brashad Perryman for the Perry bomb. The motion snap that? No, just regular. Just a Perry bomb for the bread.
Got hit by Perry bomb.
But Dre Archer takes the kick return back 105 yards, makes it 14-7.
Honestly, that's the biggest mistake Wolf made. Guys, you can't kick it deep. You can't kick it deep.
Wolf then got a field goal. We got a touchdown before the half on a real nice playmaker. We then got ball after the half, which was big.
You're gonna have to play a rubber match.
Scored a touchdown. We snuck in with Big Ben. We then, guys, look at the depth. I know I'm tooting my own horn, but go back. I call out corner strike.
You did. You called it out. Good job.
Look where I'm standing.
Good job. Great. You made a play.
40. I'm up in the box. I'm way too close.
Right, but you called it out. You called it before he snapped the ball.
No, I didn't. I didn't know because I was looking to go to the left, to the halfback on the left. And then I was like, uh-oh, the halfback's running that. Then I'm like, oh my god, free release, corner strike, because he had called that earlier.
Right, and you did a great job. You went to it. Good job. That's a great play. It is.
I mean,
it's not the best play I've ever seen, but it's a great play. That's a great play.
He covered 8 yards in like a second.
That's why you use your Shazier. That's a great play.
That's a great play.
It is. It's a great play.
Anyway, we got the field goal to tie the game. Or we got the field goal to make it a touchdown lead. And then Lawrence Timmons, halfback option route. That's Taliaferno probably.
Wait, can you go back and screenshot that? should go back and grab a screen of that.
Of what?
Of the pic to Shazier and make it your profile picture just for a little bit. That would make it burn.
Then I'd have to get rid of my headshot with my chubby face, and people might not know who it is.
Good point.
And they might unfollow. When was that? So that was, and then I got ball back, then I got 3. Got it. That was a good game. Yeah.
All right, guys. Jo is live over on twitch.tv/EA Sports. We're going to stream rate them. Let's stream rate them.
Let's support the stream team. Let's go over to twitch.tv/EA Sports. Reminder, if you guys tweet using that hashtag, you know how to host? Or
Yeah, I'll do it after we end.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, please go over. We're going to stream rate twitch.tv/EA